What's up, everybody? How we doing on this Mare of Easttown series season finale, episode 7? How we doing, everybody? What's going on? Elliot here from Movie Files. Super duper excited to be here tonight with you all to talk some Mare of Easttown, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to the finish line, and it is the night of all nights. It's the finale of all finales. I am so excited to be here with this community of awesome people, incredible theorists, incredible predictions, being right, being wrong, just having a great time with this show. And I'm so glad to be here with you all tonight. So yeah, man, we got about 27 minutes before the show goes live. And, we're going to have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say what's up to everyone in the chat. We got Jill. We're live, Jill. We ready to get this thing going. What's going on, Haley? This show has been great. Really hope you checked out Start Up on Netflix season 3. I have not yet, my friend, but I will definitely once, since one show is ended, it's perfect time to get caught into another show. So definitely something to look into. What's going on? How we doing? What up? What up? We got some great people in the chat, guys. Oh, we're going to get to that, Jill. We're going to get to the who did it. I got a couple games I want to play with you all tonight in regards to just predictions and just having a fun time. Can't wait to hear everyone prediction. Yeah, what's going on? Dawson, how we doing tonight? But yeah, we're going to get to all that fun stuff here in a bit. But I just wanted to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Actually, let me go to YouTube and change the chat response so I can read you guys' chat as soon as possible. So let me go here, turn that on. But in the meantime, how's everyone's Sunday doing? How's everyone Memorial Weekend going? Did you guys do any barbecuing? Did you sit in the house all weekend just theorizing about Mare of Easttown, coming up with theories, predictions, going on a whiteboard and predicting everything? Let me know how you guys' weekend has been before we jump into tonight's discussion. Let me see here. Let me go here and make sure that we're all good. And yeah, here, let me make that 5 seconds before I can read you guys' comments as soon as possible. There we go. Let me save that. All right, cool. All right, so what everyone what do we got here? Can't believe the show. I know, right? It's been a journey. It's been 7 weeks. It's been, they say time flies when you're having fun, right? And this has been a very fun show, a very, like I said, just deep, kind of predictions every week, great acting, great cinematography, great directing. It's been a fun time, but all great things must come to an end, right? But hopefully we have a pretty satisfying ending, and I can't wait to talk about it with you all tonight. It's been born and rainy. It's been rainy out here too these last few days, but actually today was pretty beautiful, and hopefully it's nice tomorrow for the actual holiday. Oh, we got people from India. What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in, especially everyone that's in the live chat now. We got 58 people watching live. Thank you all for tuning in live. We're going to watch this tonight. We're going to pregame here a little bit. I'm going to play some games with you all in a little bit, but we're going to break it down at the end of the episode and just have a good time. So again, for all 58 people from India, from the US, for wherever you are right now, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you could do me a favor, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Spread the love. Let's get as many Easttowners on this live stream as possible to have a great discussion tonight, a great watch along, and just a fun time. And if you could do me a favor, share the video. Hit that share button. If you know any family or friends that love the show just as much as we do, let's get them in the chat and let's have a good discussion about this show. So like, share, and then again, the live chat. This is why I wanted to go live tonight, to interact with all you wonderful people and have a great conversation. We got people from Cali, represent some Cali love in here. Great sunny day over here, outside all weekend. That's what's up. Put this on your, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love, Joe. Put it in, spreading the love of the Easttowners and getting as many Easttowners as we can on this chat tonight. Live in Philly. Oh, that's what's up. I love, never been to Philly, but I'm a big Sunny in Philadelphia fan, if that means anything. But no, thank you for tuning in tonight. We got people from Canada showing some love. Who do you think is, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that here in a bit in regards to just some predictions from you all and have some fun discussion. So we got 63 people in the chat. I think let's go ahead and play some games. Let's go ahead and start off with some light games. Something light, something easy, since we got, like I said, about 63 people in chat. Again, thank you all for tuning in live. And again, make sure to like, share, comment, and let's have a fun time. So let's play a quick game, just a light game, nothing too difficult, nothing too hard to answer, but just a question for all those watching this live or watching this on the replay. Prior to this episode tonight, we've gotten 6 episodes. In particular, I got the 6 episodes here. Miss Lady, Hulk herself. We got the fathers. We got 6 episodes. Just a quick question. for you all out there watching live, what is your favorite episode of the season so far? For me, I'll give my answer here in a bit, but I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to answer that in the chat, and I'm going to pull it up here. And if you want to explain why it was your favorite episode, or detail what was it about the episode that really kind of stood out for you, we could go ahead and bring that up in the chat. But I'll share my favorite episode with you all in a little bit. But go ahead and leave in the chat, what is, out of the 6 episodes we've gotten so far, what is your favorite episode? And again, I have the little episode titles in the little description below. So again, just to kind of recap, episode 1 kind of introduced us to Mare, the whole Easttown. We met, all the different characters. I'm thinking this whole time watching episode 1, this is Erin. Okay. This is, Sini Spaney, I think, or Sydney Spaney, this is going to be the lead of the show. We're going to follow her as this young girl with, has her kid and has issues with her father and all this stuff, but she dies at the end of the episode. So that was a shocker. Was episode 1 your favorite? Episode 2, just recollecting fathers. That's where we obviously Kenny got the news that his daughter died. We obviously had the big reveal at the end that Jess goes over to Mare's house, or I should say goes to Lori's house and tells her that she thinks that Frank is the father. Were you guys shocked by that reveal? Did you think it was Frank this whole time? Let me know if episode 2 was your favorite. And of course, episode 3 kind of follows everything up. Dylan gets shot in the back. And we have all that stuff kind of play out. Colin's now more in the mix on the case. And obviously we got some crazy things happen in episode 3. Episode 4 kind of dives into the aftermath of episode 3. We meet Missy. We see that Katie's still alive. We meet the allusion to Mr. Potts, this kidnapper. Is it the same person that killed Erin? Or was it episode 5, which, spoiler alert, episode 5 is my favorite episode of the season so far. I think it had everything from emotional moments, some funny moments with Helen, and what we got with the fear that she had with Mr. Carroll. And then still today, when Colin died, when he got shot in the dome, and I know some people out there were like, no, he's okay. He dodged a bullet. He's Quicksilver. He's Pietro. He's going to be fine. But no, we lost Colin in episode 5. And I thought that was the most powerful episode of the season so far. Or was it last week? What we had with, everything that played out with, is it Billy? Is it John? The Ross family keeping secrets from one another? What's really going on? Let me know in the chat. What is your favorite episode of Mare of Easttown? Let me read some of these comments to see what you guys are talking about in regards to some of your favorite moments of this show. Let me see. Let me scroll up here. Got some people showing some love. What's up? All right, let me scroll all the way up. I appreciate all the love, guys. We got people from Texas in the building. Got some more Texas love in here, representing Texas. Let's see. LA in the building. That's what's up. All right. So we got Tina. She says episode 4 is her favorite, which was episode 4 was everything. Oh, yeah. That's when we got Mr. Potts and we had, Katie, and we met Missy for the first time and we got all that stuff going on. That was a great episode. Andy, what's going on, Andy? He says episode 1. That's a great pick, Andy. I mean, that's the episode that starts it off, right? We're introduced to the situation. We meet all the different characters. We get all the fun, little small domestic stuff that Mare goes through on a day-to-day basis. Mrs. Carroll calling her every morning to call about her prowler. And we'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, that's a good call, Andy. I like episode 1 a lot. It really kind of sets the tone, right? Episode 4, shocking. Yeah, again, that episode 4 was when we see Mr. Potts, right? And we meet him and we see that Katie's still alive and we meet Missy. That's a great call. Ben, yeah, you're on the same page with me, buddy. Episode 5 to me was just, again, RIP to Colin, man. He didn't see that bullet coming. For all my Marvel fans out there in regards to Quicksilver, he did not see that coming, right? But yeah, episode 5 is my favorite for sure. Rock fan 3010, episode 5. Yep. Definitely agree with you there. Let's see. We got another episode 5. Let's see what Jill says. I think 2 weeks ago was my favorite, but I felt like it was a finale 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's episode 5. I'm totally right there with you for sure. We got Megan in the building, episode 5. Yep. Again, that was episode. Yep. We got a lot of episode 5s in the building. Yeah, I think most of us agree episode 5 was pretty intense. And yeah, sadly, that's when he got shot in the head and he was not getting up from that bullet, unfortunately. Yeah, we've got a lot of episode 5. So like, it seems like a lot of you all are on the same page with me that episode 5 just clicked on all cylinders. We get the, all the stuff going on with discovering this kind of relationship that Colin wants to have with Mare. And obviously she was kind of using him to get information on the case. We have all the stuff going on with still figuring out who the killer of Erin was. But most importantly, who's this kidnapper? Is it connected to Erin? And again, that ending was no doubt shocking. So I think episode 5 for me, and a lot of you all in chat can definitely agree that episode 5 was just something special. But we got one more episode 7 tonight, the finale, and we'll get into, would you guys want to see season 2? And if so, what does the season 2 look like for you all of A Mare of Easttown? Is it a continuation? Is it an anthology series? Is it something like, want a season 2? We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, poor Colin, he never saw it coming, man. I mean, again, I said in my review, it was the kiss of death. First when he said, his mom gave him a warning, I just want you to be safe. And then he submitted his death with kissing Mare. And we all know how it played out. But yeah, episode 5 was fantastic. So yeah, we've got a lot of episode 5s in here for sure. What is this here? The best episodes was listen, I'm gonna say it multiple times throughout my review for this show that will be coming out later tonight. So make sure you guys are setting the reminders so you can get my full detailed review on episode 7. But I said it in that video, I'm gonna say it again. It's been such an incredible journey, diving into this show every single week with you all, reading your incredible comments, diving deep into your theories, your pros, your cons. It's just been such a fun time. I love HBO for shows like this, True Detective, Perry Mason, The Outsider, even other networks like Defending Jacob or The Night Of. I love a murder mystery, and this show just had The Undoing last year. This show just had everything. Great characters, great acting, great performances, cinematography was there. The whodunit effect was there. It was clicking on all cylinders. So I really thank you all. Every single week, there's so many great content creators on this platform that's been covering the show and doing a phenomenal job at doing so. But just the fact that you guys came in every single week to conversate with me about the show is really means a lot to me. So I thank you all for the support. And we're not ending this anytime soon, guys. We're going to be watching this tonight. We're going to be reviewing it later tonight. So the fun doesn't stop tonight. We're going to continue talking about this fantastic show. So we got a lot of episode 5s as our favorites. So let's go on to the next question here. I'm just curious. We talked about favorite episode. What about our favorite characters, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to put a list of, our main. We had a lot of supporting characters, but is Mare your favorite character? Lori, we got Helen, who's the comic relief. We got Siobhan. We got R.I.P. to Colin, Deacon Mark. We got Erin herself. We got John. We got Billy. Who was your favorite character? Let me know in the chat. I think a lot of people might say Mare, which I think Mare is my second favorite character. Next to number 1 is Helen for me, guys. I love Helen. I love her comedic relief. I love the character art that we get with her and just kind of learn about her past and obviously what went down with her and her ex-husband. Or to say her husband that, unfortunately took his own life. So Helen, man, she's fantastic. And I'm such a big fan of Jean Smart. I think she's a fantastic actress. And I thought she was just great in the show. And again, whenever something crazy was going on, something dark and bleak, we would expect Helen to get hit by a door or fall down the stairs, something to kind of bring that levity to the show. And just being that motherly figure for Mare and just seeing that generational, how each kind of parent, Mare, kind of how she has a relationship with Siobhan compared to how she has a relationship with her mom, and just seeing their relationship kind of develop over the season was really great. So I got to go with Helen for my number 1, but Mare is second, number 2. And then also, I would say for number 3 for me, throw Lori in the mix. I'm a big fan of Julian Nicholson, and I think she's a fantastic actress. So those are probably my 3 favorite characters. I want to know yours. Let me know your favorite character in the chat now. Is it Mare? Is it Colin? Is it someone I don't even have on the list? Is it DJ? Is it Drew? Is it Father Dan? Let me know who your favorite character is in the show. And, if you want to explain why, that would be, I'll definitely read it off and see what you guys are thinking. But there's some great characters in the show for sure. But I have to go. I got to go with Helen because she was I love Jean Smart. And I thought she was fantastic in this show. Have you already seen the episode? Great question, Nikki. I have seen the episode. And if you guys have ever watched any of my watch-alongs for season finales, I won't spoil anything. I'm going to watch it. This is going to be my second time watching it, so I'm going to probably catch some things I didn't catch in the first time. But trust me, I will not spoil anything. I will not give anything away. And we won't really even talk about the finale until we get to that point. But I have seen the episode, and I can't wait to watch it with you all for the second time. But again, no spoilers. We're going to watch it together and kind of, have some light commentary while we're watching it. But no spoilers whatsoever. But I have seen the episode, and we'll talk about that once we get to that point a little bit later in the stream. So I think it would have a season 2 as there's always a new case. Yeah, that's true. Involved townspeople. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later, Lizzie, in regards to what a season 2 could look like if we were to get a season 2. I don't think there's been any confirmation or anything about a season 2 get into the mix. I think season 2 will have Mare be covering up for her daughter's involvement for tonight's finale discovery. That's an interesting call there. I like that. Let's see here. I read that this is a mini series. Yeah, this is a limited series. So if you all have been a watcher of TV for many years, especially for HBO, the only time that I can really think of in recent memory with a limited series was Big Little Lies. If you all saw that show with Nicole Kidman, what was it? Reese Witherspoon, Shailene Woodley, Zoe Kravitz, Alexander Skarsgård. Fantastic show. Unfortunately for me, when they did a season 2, it did not live up to season 1. I thought it was unnecessary. It didn't work for me personally. So yeah, I thought that should have been a limited series, as is Mare. But I can see potentially how they can do a season 2, but I don't know if I want a season 2, if I'm being honest. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get a season 2 just based on it being a limited series per se. Oh, The Outsider. Whew, I love me some Outsider. I can't wait for, Lizzie's story. That's going to be coming to Apple TV Plus this week. The next Stephen King story. I'm going to be reviewing that every week. So that's the next big show that we'll be talking about here on this channel. So let me get back to these favorite characters of you all. I think I see a lot of Helens in the chat. Yes, sir. I love Helen. I love her so much. Let me go up here. True Detective. Oh yeah, you know where it's at, my friend. Season 1 of that show is fantastic. Appreciate it. Thank you. Mare. Okay, we got a Mare for Jade. That's her favorite character. That's their favorite character. We got a Colin. Yeah, Colin was a great character. I love Evan Peters. We got another Helen. Yes. I love me some Helen. We got Helen and Colin. That's a good mix. Of course, we got a Mare in the building. Jess, that's a good call. Red. We didn't get a lot of her, but I like that actress. I don't know if you all have ever seen Castle Rock. She was in season 2, and I thought that young actress did a really good job. Siobhan has some really cool hair. I love Siobhan's hair. I love that actress as well. Helen, yeah, we got some Helens in the chat. Helen was fantastic. Helen, yes. Yep, we got another Mare. We got another Helen. A lot of Mares, a lot of Helens. You guys are. This is why we're so great together. You know, we break these down every week and we shared a lot of the same thoughts. I love you all. So yeah, got a lot of Helens, got a lot of Mares. Another one as well as Colin in the mix. Let's see here. Erin. Yeah, Erin was so sweet. They casted again. Is it? I can never remember her. Is it Casey Spanny? The first time I saw her was in Pacific Rim, the second one, which wasn't that great, but I liked her in it, and John Boyega. And she was in that one Bad Times at the El Royale. I thought she was great in that movie. I don't know if you all have watched FX. It was on Hulu on FX. It was called Devs, Alex Garland, sci-fi. Whew, I love that show, and she was great in that. So I'm a big fan of that actress. I think they casted her perfectly. Because she has that innocent look to her, and she's great. She's great in the show. I really liked her character, Erin, in the show. Helen does. Yeah, I know. I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet. It's like she's like a comedian or something, right? On her show on HBO. We got Z. Yep. He's the son of Evan Peters, man. They casted him. That was a great casting. Helen was yes, she was hilarious. So we got 9 minutes, and we got some more Helens, some more Mares. Some great stuff in the chat, guys. Again, thank you, everyone. All 110 of you all watching this live. We got about 9 minutes before we go do the watch along. So again, if this is your first time tuning in, number one, how you doing tonight? Happy Memorial Day weekend. We're going to be watching it together live. Now, I won't be playing the show on my stream because, YouTube will pull that stream down right away if I'm showing some copyrighted things. So what we're going to do is, once it becomes 9 o'clock, I'm going to turn it on my TV. You're going to turn it on your TV. We're going to press play at the same time. I'm going to have a timer on the screen. I'm going to watch it together. We're going to have some light commentary. I'm going to pull up some questions, maybe some answers in the chat. And we're going to lightly talk about the show and watch it together. And then once we're done, we're going to break it all down. So in about 8 minutes, we're going to be going live with the watch along. But before we continue to move it on, Nisi Smith, you have been an incredible supporter of this channel for quite a few years now, and I appreciate everything that you've done for this channel, from liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting, and supporting with the super chat. So thank you so much for being such a great supporter of the channel. I'm so glad you're able to tune in tonight. So thank you again. If you guys want, you don't have to. You can do super chats if you want to get any of your questions answered or support the channel. We got Streamlabs, we got PayPal. But the best thing you can do to help the channel is give it a thumbs up, share the video, and let's continue to have a great conversation. But thank you so much, Nisi. I really appreciate all the support. So before we got a lot of episode 5 was a lot of you all's favorite episode, which was mine. We have a lot of Mares, we have a lot of Helens, we have a lot of Collins as your favorite character. Let's have some fun. So let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get to it. Let me pull up a little video here I have for you all just to kind of make this a fun moment here as far as the stream. Who killed Erin? Let's talk about it, guys. Let's pull up some suspects here of who potentially killed this innocent girl that just wanted to be a good mom and lost her life. Who killed Erin? So the way we're going to do this, since we only got 7 minutes, I'm going to pull up some names and just let me know in the comment. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's this person, or a thumbs down if you think that who killed Erin is. Let's go with suspect number 1, which last week led us to believe that it could be Mr. Billy, guys. Do we think Billy killed Erin? If so, put a thumbs up in the chat and let me know why you think it was Billy that he killed Erin. Obviously last week he said it. He literally said to his brother that I did it. I killed our cousin. But, if you guys saw my review and saw my prediction video, if you rewatch that episode, it seemed like the big brother was taking advantage of the little brother and making him say those things. And we know that they went to the cabin. There was a gun in the tackle box, and Mr. Billy did not plant that gun there. I think John did. So let me know in the chat if you think it's Billy who killed Erin. And if so, what would be his reason of killing Erin? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's go on to another Ross family, right? We talked about Billy potentially be the killer. Well, what about Mr. John here? We know him as a liar. We know him as a cheater. We know him as someone that seems to have some secrets, some skeletons in his closet. Is it Mr. John Ross, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that John was the killer of Erin? Also, I guess we could throw in the mix, who's the baby's daddy? Are we looking at Billy? Are we looking at John? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you think it's John, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you think it's John, let me know your reasons why. But I don't know. Last week made it look like one of these brothers are definitely the killers, and particularly this fellow here. To me, it seemed like he was just making his brother say those things, but hey, we got a finale to watch to see how that turns out. But let me know in the comments now if you guys think that this man, this liar, this cheater is responsible for the death of Erin. Let me know in the chat. So let me bring up our next suspect here. We got 5 minutes before we go live on the watch along here. So what about this interesting fellow, this douchebag, as I call him, Mr. Dylan himself? Look, man, this dude is shady. He's shady as hell. I mean, episode 1, new girlfriend beats up baby mama. He gets shot in the back. He has a moment with DJ. He goes and steals the money. He goes and puts a gun in Jess's face. I mean, this guy has been just a crazy character. A lot of motives, right? I talked about it in my theory last week. Could he have something to do with the website, the prostitution ring going on? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Is it this douchebag here, Dylan? Does he have any good bones, any good characteristics about him? Do we think it's Dylan? Let me know your thoughts there. Let's move on to the next suspect here. We got 4 minutes before we go live, by the way. So everyone get ready to go live in a little bit and watch this episode, which will be coming on in 4 minutes. So let's go on to our next guy here. This guy here, Mr. Guy Pearce, who I'm a big fan of as an actor. Big name actor, by the way, who's worked with Kate Winslet in the past on another television series. What do we think about Richard, guys? Mr. Smooth Operator, Mr. One Solo, Mr. One Hit Wonder comes into town at the bar with a little suave, giving, Mayor flowers and like, hey, I just want to be your boyfriend, right? What do we think about Richard? What would be his motives? Why would he kill Erin? Let me know if you think it's Richard. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and reasons why it would be Richard. Why would he take that young girl's life? Serial killer, psycho? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Wild card pick. We've been saying it for weeks, guys. Siobhan. I love this actress. I don't know, man. Siobhan has just been the storyline with her and her girlfriend, Becca, the breakup, go out with Anne. She's trying to figure out why her brother took his own life, this, that, and the other. What would be her motives? Well, I said in my review last week, What if Kevin had a relationship, things turned out bad, it kind of led him down this path of drugs and ultimately taking his own life. She finds out that it was Erin. She has some motives, right? I don't know. Let me know if you guys think Siobhan is someone to keep an eye out for in tonight's finale. And then let's just play, we got some wild cards, right? There's a couple characters out there that could be a couple wild cards. What about Ryan? The Ross boy, John and Lori's son. What would be his motives? Let me know if you guys think it's Ryan. That could be not only the killer. Was he maybe the person that Betty was calling, or just could have been that old man that we discovered a couple weeks ago? Let me know if you think it's Ryan. We got Father Dan in the mix. Do we think it's Father Dan? He might not be as holy as he makes it out to be. Let me know if you all think that is Father Dan while I set up my HBO Max, and we'll go watch this thing together on the channel. What about Frank, guys? I'll always remember him as Roy from The Office, but what do we think about Frank? And then I know this is a wild card, but Mayor, Lori, we got some interesting wild card characters. We also can't forget about the Jess. Could Jess be responsible for taking her best friend's life? And then what about this kid here? That weird kid, right? What the hell is he doing at night? What is he sneaking around with his mask on and his makeup on? What's up with this guy, guys? Let me know your thoughts on those suspects as I set up my HBO Max, and we're gonna get this thing going as soon as it goes live. So let me get this together. Oh, there it is, Mare of Easttown. Let's go here. All right. So it's not 9 o'clock quite yet. So we're going to refresh it as soon as it turns 9 o'clock. And then again, I'm going to have a timer on the screen. So as soon as the episode starts, I'm going to press play. I'm going to start the timer. So if you're, going to the restroom, getting something to eat or whatever the case may be, you'll know exactly where we are in the episode. So it is 8:59 on my end. And let me read off some of these comments before we go live here. Let me go ahead and take this off. And let's see what you guys are thinking out there. Let's see. But before we actually do that, I think I got a couple super chats. I am sorry if I missed your super chats, guys. I appreciate the support. Did I miss one? Oh, we got so many. The chat's just going crazy. I think I might have missed a super chat, but I do see Rims with the super chat. Thank you so much. Love the content. Always E. You are my favorite. Oh, thank you so much. Keep rising, inspiring. Honored to be a part of you. That's sweet. I really appreciate that. And you're such a great contributor to the channel, supporting all the content. And thank you for the super chat. And I think there was another super chat in here that I missed, and I apologize for missing that. I'm going to see if I can maybe see it on the YouTube, or I can give you a quick shout out. But I am sorry if I missed your super chat. But again, to Nisi, to Rims, thank you so much. And thank you for everyone that's watching this live. All 150 of you wonderful people, my East Towners. It's 9 o'clock. Let me go ahead and refresh this a couple times, and let's get this thing going, guys. All right, so let me refresh it on my end. A couple people are saying that it's on. So let me just refresh. Come on. Stay tuned. Come on, let me go here. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Let me get this situated here as it's loading. Okay, here we go. Let me see. It's episode 7. Is it ready to go? It's not on is it showing on you guys' end? I'm on HBO Max, by the way. I don't know if you guys are watching it like locally with your cable provider or whatever the case may be. Let's see here. I remember last time I did a watch along, it was like so many people were watching HBO Max. I think it was The Undoing that it took a while for it to load up. So give me a second here. It's still not showing up on my end. Let me know in the chat. It has arrived? Okay, some people saying it's arrived. Not yet. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on? Mine's on HBO Max. Okay. Let me see here. Now my HBO Max is like freaking out on me, guys. It's all of us wonderful people. It's all of our us East Towners, our fans of Easttown. It's been blocking up HBO Max. Let me see here. Loading slowly, right? Mary says, yeah, mine is loading slowly as well for whatever reason. I might have to watch it on my phone or something. Again, this is just showing all the great support of Mare of Easttown, right? We got so many people here. Clients. Hold on, let me just send a text right quick, guys. Let me know in the chat if you guys are having technical difficulties on your end. Let me go on my phone and see if it's available there. Let me see. I have HBO Max. Got it. Okay. I guess my internet or some HBO Max is not coming through in the clutch. Working on my cable right now. Not sure about the app. Okay. Yeah, I cut the cable, right? I guess this is what happens when you cut cable, relying so much on technology. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still loading on my phone too. Oh, you gotta love technology. Let's see. Let me reset it right quick. Okay, so a couple people, it's not just me. Okay. A couple people are saying technical difficulties. Mary saying error message to reset the app. Yeah, it's the same thing that's going on with mine too. Let me do the old school delete, close, and reset. Control Alt Delete right quick. Let me reset my Apple TV right quick and see if we can get this thing going. What are we 903? Okay, well, it shouldn't be too far behind because I think what do they have, like trailers sometimes on HBO Max to promote their next show. Let me know where you guys are at, man. Are you guys nervous? Are you scared? Are you nervous for the finale? All right, reset the Apple TV, loading up HBO Max. Let's see what we got here. Still loading. Okay, hold on. I think it's loaded. Okay, so we're on my main menu. All right, click on my profile. Hope you guys love this awesome commentary. What is this? Not working. I have been waiting for 1 week. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this at home and this is slowing up the there's like a lot of people getting error messages too. Starting to watch now. Okay, we got some people that's watching it now. Not working. So it's just like some people's is working, like mine isn't working. What's going on HBO? HBO Max is supposed to be legit. Hey, if you guys are watching this at home, go ahead and start with ours. We'll catch up inevitably once this app gets to working. Let's see. I'm gonna close it again because it's still frozen. I guess in the meantime, yeah, let's kill some time for those that are waiting, like myself, to get this app going. We got a super chat from Jill, super sticker, I should say. Thank you so much, Jill. Appreciate the support. I hope your HBO Max is working wherever you're watching it, because mine is not. But I appreciate it, Jill. Thank you for stopping by and being a great supporter of this community. Let's see here. We got some people. Yeah, error message, just spinning, reset it, error message. Let's see here. Mine's ready to go. HBO Max. Oh, let me pull it up on my computer. Let me see if my HBO Max on my computer works. HBO Mizax. Let's see. HBO Max. Let's sign in here. All right. Let's see. It's loading a little bit quicker on my computer. Let's see if it'll allow me to sign in. All right, let's see. Sign in. It's processing. It's thinking about it. Maybe not. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because I wish I could show you guys my television, but right now my TV says, oops, something went wrong. Reset HBO Max app. But let me see if my computer will let it work for me. My HBO Max on my computer seems like to be loading. I'm going to try the app one more time. But in the meantime, guys, we got let me check the stream here. I think we got over 140 people in the chat now. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. 142. Make sure if you haven't already to like the video, share the video, and let's have some good times with this episode. It doesn't want to load for us. Yeah, my computer is loading too, and the TV's loading, and my phone's loading, and HBO Max is failing me right now. Hold on, the computer might be loading. Let me pull up let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Is anyone else having some issues? Service issue. Let's see. Now it's saying check it. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, good. They can't handle a couple. I know, right? And it seems like every week it's been progressively getting bigger and bigger as far as the viewership. So that sucks that it's not working. All right, so my phone now has it. Let me see if I can watch it on my phone by any means necessary, right? All right, so I'm on the Mare of Easttown. Let's see. All right. So I don't know, guys. I'm on my phone now. Let's see if it'll work. Click on it. Click on Richard's face. Come on. Yeah, I'm clicking on their face and it's not doing anything. What's up, HBO? What's going on with the app tonight, guys? Let me just click on another episode. Yeah, episode 6 works. Why is it episode 7? Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm on episode 7. Let's see if it plays. Oh, yeah, it's playing on my phone. So I guess we're gonna have to watch it on the small screen. I'm not gonna start until most of you guys saying that you're good on your end. So I'm just gonna go to 0 seconds or 31 seconds after this commercial. So let me know if everyone, I'm gonna make sure that all 155 people are on the same page as I am. I'm gonna there's a trailer playing right now for the last week's episode. So again, I don't want to show it too much to get pulled down, but it's on my phone. I can watch it on my phone. I don't know if you guys have mobile devices. I don't know why my phone's working, but the TV and my computer's not working. But I have it on my phone. So let me pull it up and see where you guys are at. I hit play 2, bad HBO, fix it quick. We got people. I'm waiting to watch it with. Okay, so you're good on your end. Mine started. So I don't want to start without you guys first. So let me know. Just give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down if yours isn't working. We'll try to figure something out in the meantime. No way I'm watching on my phone. Yeah, no, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? But yeah, let me know what's going on in you guys' end. Okay, we got John saying he's good. If you guys want, just give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down, and we'll wait for like another 5 or 10 minutes. Hell, mine might freeze up as I press play. But let me know. We'll give another 5 minutes for people in the chat that's still kind of loading theirs, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Here, let me press play and just make sure mine can. Okay, so yeah, still playing on my phone, luckily. So yeah, we're good on my phone. I got it hooked up to my. So right now on my end, it's just showing last week's events. Little trailer. But again, I'm gonna wait for another like 5 minutes. It's 9:10 on my end. I'm gonna wait to 9:15. I know some of you all already watching, which is fine. But if you guys want, definitely pause. We can all maybe watch it together. If not, I understand. No worries. But I'm gonna wait for a lot of you guys in the chat to get it going. Make sure it's working on your end. Again, like I said, I don't know why my phone's working, but the TV's not working. My laptop isn't working. I don't know what's going on. So I am going to pause mine at a minute and I don't know if you guys can see that. A minute and 28 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and press play once all you guys are good to go because there was a trailer in front of the episode and it was also previously on Mare of Easttown. So yeah, I'm going to I'm going to wait another 5 minutes for you guys. Let's see where we at in the chat. Let me catch up. We got some still loadings. We got some thumbs down. I got an error, still buffering, thumbs down. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for you guys. No worries. I'm waiting until yours is work. Okay, so you're good. Good. Megan's good. It won't load on my phone. Oh, damn, it sucks. Tina, she says hers is good. Let's see. We got thumbs up. Jill, appreciate it, Jill. She's pausing. She's waiting for us to all watch this together. I appreciate it, Jill. If not, you don't have to wait, guys. If you're watching this already, if you're like I'm muted right now, you probably can't even hear me because you're watching an episode. That's totally fine. But I'm gonna wait for the majority of you guys to make sure your connection's all good. No worries, Johnny. You go ahead and enjoy it, my friend. We'll talk about it after the episode. My comedy says one available into another. What? That's crazy. Let's see. Twitter commenting about HBO Max. It's not you. Okay, so it's okay. You gotta always check Twitter, right? Those are the facts. All right, so we got some. All right, so again, I'm gonna 4 minutes. I'm gonna wait another 4 minutes, guys, and just keep refreshing. Where am I at? I am in Missouri, my friend. I am in Missouri. Let's see. It's 8 p.m., so I weren't working until 9. We got not loaded for me. So yeah, we got some technical difficulties on HBO Max's end. Finally, okay, so we got someone on their computer that's working. That's great. Again, I know it's just a hassle, but if you guys, like I said, I'm watching on my damn phone. If you guys have mobile devices, tablets, smartphones, laptops, see if those work, and let's see if we can get this thing going. This is, I remember this. If you guys have been part of the community for a while, this happened for, what was it? The Undoing. The Undoing had the same thing where it had like a server issue because there's, this is great shows, right? We all want to watch at the same time. And I think this happened with the Undoing last year, but luckily it kicked back. It wasn't this long. It wasn't out this long. So this kind of sucks, but we'll figure it out. Right. Let's see. Mines keep saying refresh the app. Robin, yeah, that's what my TV saying that right now. So, like I said, for those who just tune in, I'm watching it on my phone, trying to make it happen. You got some people saying the phone's not working. Oh, that sucks. Living in the West, still nothing. I was here. Okay, yeah. What's up, Silver Scale? What's going on? I was here for the Undoing screen. It was a lot of fun. And we had the same issue, but we were able to get it sorted out. Oh, and by the way, too, I won't pull up the comment, but if you guys are watching it, don't, for the sake of people that haven't seen it yet, don't reveal anything quite yet, just to keep it as entertaining and shock worthy as possible. So if you're watching this, if you're able to watch it at home, no spoilers. Let's keep it spoiler free and try to watch it together. So it's 9:13 on my end. Collectively speaking, if you guys want to give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. We got 173 people in chat. I know there's going to be quite a few thumbs ups and thumbs downs in the next 2 minutes, but if you guys can just give me a simple thumbs up or a simple thumbs down so I can kind of monitor how many people are working, how many people aren't working, and see if we maybe have to wait a little bit before we get this thing going. So again, thumbs up if it's working for you all, and if you're paused and waiting for me and a lot of people in the chat, or if it's thumbs down, then we'll figure something out. Yeah, right now, forget who killed Erin. Who killed HBO server? who's not working tonight? That hasn't got this server right. That's what we need to figure out. Mary needs to break this case. Who's messing up HBO Max, right? All right, so we got some chats. We got some thumbs up. Let's see. Thumbs up. Excuse me. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Okay, so we're right about 50% of people. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. What's up, Ken? How we doing tonight? Where's my mayor? I know, right? If you guys aren't already, check out Mid-Level Media, great media collector. Him and his wife has a YouTube channel they started a couple weeks ago. It's been fantastic. They've been covering the show as well. So check them out. Let me know, Ken, if are you guys as Mare of Easttown working on your side of town? Also, thanks, Silver. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys can, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you guys are enjoying yourself tonight. So yeah, we got like I said, about 50-50. Some people's are working, some people's aren't. Let's see. Spoiler alert, it was Saoirse Ronan. That's funny. All right, guys. So you know what? I am going to press. I'm going to give you guys 5 more minutes. We're going to officially at 9:20. Hopefully we can get the stuff going at 9:20. I'm going to press play. I'm at 1 minute and 28 seconds. Let me pull up a clock here and I'm going to press play. And if you guys want to, dip out until it works, no worries. Come back in once it's over and we can have a chat about it. Or, hopefully in maybe 5 minutes, it'll pop up when you guys is in. But I'm going to wait till 9:20 and then we're going to go ahead and press play and get it going, because I will let you all know it is it's an hour and I'm trying to think, an hour and 6 minutes. It's extended episode. So I don't want to run too late because I know some of you all probably have plans tomorrow morning and whatnot. But yeah, but we'll get it going in about 4 minutes. So let me just let me pull up a timer here so you can guys kind of know where we're at in the episode. What did Jill say? So we should just watch the SNN skit. Well, this would be funny. This would be another SNN skit, the internet not working for Mare of Easttown finale. Would it say good idea, Tyler? What did Tyler say? What was there? Let's see. Oh, there's talking about SNL. We should all watch the SNL version. I still haven't seen it, by the way. To no offense to all those SNL fans, but I'm not a fan of SNL. I don't think that show's too funny nowadays. Used to be one of my favorite skit shows, but I'm not a big fan. But so I heard it was pretty funny, but I haven't seen the skit yet. Let's see. We got a couple people saying getting message from HBO app, that the connection issue. Yeah. HBO, come on. Come on. Philly, no go. Yeah, that sucks. But where are we at? We're at 9:17. Like I said, about 3 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and press play, and hopefully we can get everyone's app up and running soon. In the meantime, let me actually check my app because, like I said, it's working on my phone for whatever reason, but not working on my laptop or Apple TV. Let me go on my laptop and see if it's working yet. Yeah, still not. Let me close this out. Yeah, still loading on my television too. Damn, that sucks, man. HBO Max. I want my $14.99 back next month. Yeah, I'm loading it on my TV now. I'm gonna see if it gives me that error message again. A lot of you all saying it's not working. I stopped at 10:29 because I would love to discuss the live. Yeah, now for sure, John or Johnny. Yeah, I'm still loading on my TV, guys. This is unacceptable. Can you? I wonder. Was there? I don't remember if I had HBO. I think I had HBO Go when Game of Thrones was on. I mean, no offense to Mare, but Game of Thrones was pulling crazy numbers. I don't think we had any technical issues. I could be wrong, but I don't remember having any issues when that went live at whatever time Game of Thrones, one of the biggest shows of all time. I don't know why this is having issues with their app. Okay, hold on. For those that have HBO Max, the app on your phone or TV, I'm on my app now. Seems to be working. It's finally loading up. Let me see if it's it's still a little slow. Never mind. False hope. False hope. Oh yeah. Right, Eve? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if Game of Thrones didn't work? Well, we all know how Game of Thrones ended, so maybe we would have been better off if it didn't work, but no, I'm joking. I still love Game of Thrones, even with that terrible finale or season, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I'm on the app now, guys, and it's still loading up. Oh, here we go. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so I'm on the app now, guys. HBO Max. It's working so far. I'm clicking play. Let me see. No, hold on. Still loading. Just a quick little update. Play-by-play action here. I'm on my HBO Max. I'm on my Apple TV. I was able to click on the episode, which I wasn't able to do for the longest time, and it's loading. Oh, wait. Hey, guys. For all my HBO, it's 9:20 to be exact. All my HBO Max app users out there, it's working on my phone. It's also working on my TV. Let me know. A quick rundown. We got 171 people in here. I know some people's already started. Again, I know I'm asking a lot of you all, especially if you're watching it. Just a simple thumbs up if it's working on your end. If so, we're gonna go ahead collectively press play. Or if it's working, a thumbs down. I'm gonna go ahead and start the stream though, or start the press play, so we won't be here all night. But just let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If it's thumbs down, unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and press play, and hopefully you guys can catch up with us or watch the stream a little bit later. But I just don't want to cold everyone up that's, watching it live. So again, I don't want to ask too much of you, but it's thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if it's working. But like I said, just a quick update on my end. It's working on my phone, and it's like working on my TV now. So let me set up my headphones right quick. All right, so I have it set up. Let me press pause. I'm 20 seconds into the episode. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. Damn it. It froze on me. Let me try to rewind it here. Okay, nope. All right, so I'm going to bring up a timer here. Here we got a lot of thumbs down. Got some thumbs ups. Got some thumbs down too. All right, guys. Well, I hate to be the bullet that shot Colin for all those that have their HBO Max not working. I'm gonna go ahead and press play just for those that it is working. We can go ahead and watch it. But look, or you know what? I'm gonna I'm a people pleaser. I want to please the wonderful people that's tuning in. Let me know if you want me to wait another 5 minutes or if you guys want me to press play. I'm going to go by the beat of you guys' drum because I appreciate all the support you guys have given to this channel. So let me know collectively, all 174 of you all. Are you okay with me pressing play? Or do you want me just to wait another 5 minutes or so and see if it's working for us all? Just let me know in the comments, and we'll get it going once you guys are ready, because I want to make this a community event and have a fun time watching with you all. So just let me know. Should I press play or should I just wait another 5 minutes or so? That's where, if we're 23 minutes, for those that it started at 9 o'clock, 23 minutes in, there's some pretty interesting stuff that happens in the first 20 minutes. No spoilers, of course. All right, what are people saying here? Let's see what the people of Easttown, what have they voted on? Let's see. Press play, please. Okay, you said please, so I mean that always goes a long way. Start. Go ahead and start. Don't mind. We'll work. Okay. We got a lot of plays. We got some plays. Can you wait a few minutes? Yeah, I'll wait a few minutes. Still broke as a dollar store. Okay, what? We got some. Okay, so we got one person said wait a couple minutes. I'm a people pleaser. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes, 2 more minutes to be exact. And then we'll all. I'm just gonna go ahead and press play. HBO Max, you failed this city. For my Arrow fans out there, HBO, they never done. I know, right? Like I said, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire. I mean, they literally have some of the biggest shows of all time, and this is prior to internet service. So I don't know. Maybe they just got too much going on, too many cooks in the kitchen, maybe. But we got a lot of people saying press play. So there was one person that said a couple minutes. I'm going to honor that one person's couple minutes. I'm going to wait like 1 more minute, and I'm going to go ahead and press play. And I'm sorry for those that it's not working. It really sucks. I wish HBO Max was working. I wish HBO app was working. But yeah, it's technology. Stuff happens. But I'm going to wait this 1 more minute, and then we got some more yeses, which is good. Refresh everyone on your device. Yeah, like I said, like Jill said, I refreshed a couple times and it's finally working on my TV. So give it a quick reboot and see if it's working. All right, let me reset my timer here so we can all be synced up, so you guys can know where we are in the episode. I think on my end it's like 20 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. All right, so we're good. All right, so this is where I'm at in the episode, by the way, guys. Right now, this is Mare of Easttown. We got Kate Winslet walking to the Ross brothers. All right, guys. So right now, I'm 46 seconds in on the episode. Yeah. Andrea, yeah, we're someone asked, or was it Jill? Yeah, Jill. I'm a minute and 16 seconds into the episode. And for those that are watching it live, we just got a big reveal. We know who's on that picture. I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't seen it yet, catch it on the replay maybe, because I don't want to say anything. I'm going to 10-second spoiler warning here. at a minute and 43 seconds, I'm going to talk about a big reveal here. We know who's on that picture. In 3, 2, 1. Spoiler alert. It's a picture of Erin and John. And Jess just revealed, again, if you're not watching, I don't want to spoil it, but Jess just revealed that John is the father of DJ. Oh boy. And Jess just said that she wanted to honor her friend, so it was her idea to burn those journals, not Dylan's. So she wanted to honor her friend. Is she honoring her friend, guys? Let me know in the chat for those that are watching live. Again, for anyone that is not working yet, I don't want you guys to be spoiled. So we're 2 minutes in, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. If it's not working, come back in a later time, because I don't want you to get this experience to be ruined for you. Nisa, yours is working? Okay. Looking at the stream still. Okay. All right, guys. So we see John with a gun in his hand walking up to his baby brother. Man, John is a SOB, man. Good gosh. Are you guys right where I'm at in the episode? Which is on the screen now, 3 minutes and 38 seconds into the episode. We see Billy just wants John to take him out. So based on these first 4 minutes, John is the father of DJ, ladies and gentlemen. And it's alluding to John being the killer of Erin, and he's going to blame it on his brother. And Billy seems to be okay with this. Is he going to do it, guys? What is John going to do? Damn, John was really willing to kill himself to keep this secret, huh? Again, I want to make sure we're all on the same. Are we all on the same point for 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the episode? You guys seeing this right now? Gosh, John, what a dirty guy. Disgusting. Sleeping with a minor, sleeping with your cousin. Jeez. Yeah, but Johnny, Billy has a pretty messed up life, man. He was just willing to die. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, right now we see John just begging Mayor, just kill me. Just kill me. Okay, we got some people that are saying theirs is working. Uh-oh, my HBO Max is loading. Let me play on the phone. Dude, HBO Max is failing. It just froze on me for like 10 seconds. So I think I'm a couple seconds behind. It's still loading. Let me go on the phone and watch it on my phone. This is crazy, HBO Max. All right, you guys having internet issues on your end? Is it freezing on your end? Because it just froze on my computer or my television. I'm at the watch it on my phone. I'm gonna try to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with the timer here. Some people are saying it's working. So on my end, Dawson, it's finally working. I have right now. I'm on a scene where John is telling Mayor what happened on the night of Erin's death, and talking about how their relationship got started in the reunion at the cabin. That's where we're at right now. At least that's where I'm at on my end. I might be a little bit off on the timer. My app on my TV is not working, so I guess the phone it is. Jessica, yours is working. Wow, he's talking about Erin like she's a grown up. Okay, so it looks like we're on the same page. This guy says she's related to him and child. Yeah. Just a quick update. My TV froze, so the timer is a little bit behind. I'm at the point where John is telling Mayor that John and Erin decided to say that Dylan was the child or the father of the child. And he's going over the night of her death. And again, he's telling Mayor that they had prepaid phones that they could communicate through, so Lori wouldn't know that he was talking to her. Are you guys at that point too? Let's see. Yeah, John is a sick individual for sure. What point are we at? Excuse me. TCAT 86. I'm at the point on my phone is showing I'm 10 minutes and 52 seconds in, but the timer's a little bit off on the computer screen. John is telling Mayor the relationship that he had with Erin, and he's going over the night that he killed her. And he's saying that Erin was upset with him. She was over it. She told him to meet him at the park. I'm reading what he's saying. So he just said to Mayor that she had a gun. She was waving the gun around, screaming in her head that he ruined her life. And then he said that she was going to shoot herself. So that's where I'm at, TCAT 86. And now John just said the gun went off, hit her in the hand, and blood everywhere. She's screaming. So John said that he panicked and he inevitably shot Erin in the face. All right, Johnny, we're almost caught up. Okay, cool. Yeah, my phone, I'm 12 minutes and 8 seconds in. This time on the screen's a little bit off. You don't believe him, huh? What makes you say you don't believe him? Let me know in the chat, princess. So John said that Billy helped him out to take the body in their truck. And they took her to the park to make it seem like one of the kids was responsible because they know they had a party that night. Wow. This is some messed up stuff, guys. So Lori knew the truth. She knew, huh? That's got to be tough for Mare, right, guys? Like, that's her best friend. She was there when she lost her son. She was probably there when she had issues with what happened to her dad. So that's tough. So for those watching at home, right now, Mare is talking to Deacon Mark about dropping the charges, which I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. It's Deacon Mark, man. I don't know. Something's up with that guy. It's great casting because he's a creepy individual. Let's see. We got some people in the chat saying Lori sucks too. Yeah, she kept that lie. John didn't kill her. Interesting. I was hoping Lori wasn't involved. Yeah. I said last week that Lori. Yeah. Let's see. Elizabeth, what's Erin's cause of death? I don't know. Blood trauma. She got shot in the head by a gun. So cause of death was bullet to the brain, same as Dylan or Colin, I guess. Head trauma. So again, just a little, let you guys know where I'm at. We're seeing John walk into the courtroom, and he's getting his charges being put on him now. I will say for all those that are saying that they might not think it's John, it is interesting that we're getting this like in the first 15 minutes of the episode. So I mean, I don't what's the rest of the episode look like, right? So we'll see. What's he gonna ask her? Guys, my man John just got convicted of murdering his cousin who he slept with and had a child with. And he's asking his wife to take care of DJ, his son. Wow. If I'm Lori, I'm gonna be in that same orange jumpsuit. Like, did you really just ask me that, bro? Wow. Can you guys imagine? Oh my goodness. Mary, you got to be easy on her. Let me know in the chat, guys. Do you feel bad for Lori? Do you feel like she, is responsible for some of this for keeping the truth from Mare? Let me know where you guys are at. I feel so bad for her. I mean, her husband cheated on her yet again with her cousin, who's a minor, had a kid. And then he asked you to take care of the kid. Oh my gosh. Let me know where you guys are at right now in the episode, where your headspace at. Nope. Helen out for the count. Never underestimate Helen. Bringing some levity to the show. I want to make sure you guys are at where I'm at. Poor Lori. Yep. Yeah, Helen, man, she's a trip. Jill says Amanda was made up. Who's Amanda? Or are you talking about Sandra? Sandra was made up name. Ryan saw John and Erin. Did I miss something, or is it just that I thought it was supposed to be an arrangement? Helen busted her ass. Yeah. Again, for those that are way ahead of us in the episode, you're about some people that did watch it at 9:40 or that are at 9:42 minutes in. Don't spoil anything, please, and thank you. Let me actually delete a particular comment here. Hopefully, some of you guys didn't see it. But yeah, if you're ahead of us, please don't spoil anything for those that haven't seen it yet, guys. I would appreciate it. Let me make sure I'll put a couple people in timeout. That's giving some potential things away. I'm going to try to keep my eye out on the stream too, guys, in the chat. If anyone spoils anything, I'll try to make sure to time them out or whatnot so you guys don't get spoiled. Again, for those that are tuning in live, all 133 of you, I appreciate the support, guys. Make sure to like, share, comment in the stream. Again, we had some technical difficulties up top where the stream wasn't working for HBO Max. So some people were watching it on the scheduled time at 9. If you are one of those awesome people, please no spoilers. Please no spoilers for those that haven't seen it. Just let them experience it the same way you were able to. And if I see a spoiler, I'm gonna unfortunately have to time you out. If you continue to spoil things, I'm gonna have to block you. So let's be cautious of people's experiences and don't spoil anything. I would appreciate it. If you spoil anything, I'm gonna have to call Mayor and have to get her on you. So let me catch up with you guys. So Siobhan is asking for motherly advice about should she go to Berkeley or not, and Mayor told her she thinks she should go to live her life, have a regular life. And just for those that are tuning in right now, I'm at the point where it seems like things in Easttown are getting back to normal. We have the killer. We found the abductor of the Missy, Katie, and seems like things are kind of getting back in the swing of things. As we see Jan talking to someone about cats, it seems like we're back to episode 1 where things are getting back to normal. And it looks like we got Beth and Dawn, whose hair is growing back, so it seems like she's getting better with her cancer treatments. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So for those that are watching it exactly where I'm at, Katie just got gifted a home. I don't know. I think this home might be Freddie's old home. They cleaned it up, or it could just be a brand new home. But that's a nice moment and seeing, her hair is growing back. She seems to be beating cancer. That's great. So it seems like, as they say, the calm before the storm, right? It seems like a lot of things are getting back to normal, and we're only, what are we at? 21 minutes into an hour and 16-minute episode. So are you guys at where I'm at in front of the episode? Let me catch up to the chat here. Aaron and John. Siobhan has the coolest hair. Yes, she does. That's nice, Siobhan, to say. Yep. I love that we didn't have to wait to get John stuff out of the way. Now I'm anxious to see how it all. Yeah, Megan, I'm right there with you. Like I said, we are only 20 something minutes into the episode, and we already know who killed Erin, and we have another 40 plus minutes. We'll see what this show has up their sleeve, guys. Yeah, this is a nice moment for Katie. It's a great question, Dawson. That's a really good question. So it looks like DJ's finally. Oh, isn't that something? If you guys are watching this with me, you know what DJ stands for? It stands for Dylan John. Jeez, Lori just can't get it easy. She can't get it easy. But hey, I'm glad that DJ's finally getting that ear surgery. I mean, that was the catalyst of episode 1, and Erin trying to take care of her son. I know, right? Dylan John. Jeez. Where's the gun? Yeah, it's something that I don't think they have revealed to us quite yet. Right? What is next? Yeah, it's a good question. Good question, my friends. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, raise him. They love him. They did. I mean, if I'm Lori, I that's a oof, man. So, just for you guys that are at home to know where I'm at, Carrie is telling Mare that she can't take the Drew in. She can't do it. Not because she doesn't want to, but it looks like she's probably relapsed. Yeah, so like she's relapsed, guys. Started a couple months ago because she wasn't able to stay awake, which we know what happened last week with the bath scene, which was, whew, that was intense. No offense to Carrie, but I think she's making the right decision, guys, by allowing, I mean, Mary isn't perfect, Helen isn't perfect, but it seems to be a little bit more of a stable situation versus what's going on with Carrie and her dealing with, drugs and I think it's the right decision. I feel bad for Carrie though. Even though, I mean, those flashbacks made her look like a horrible person when she was on drugs with Kevin and stealing money from Mayor. But I mean, we all make mistakes. We all get second chances. So I do feel bad for Carrie, but I do think this is the best decision for Drew. I'm sorry. And then just a quick, because we got 121 people in the chat. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Just for those that are tuning in or watching this on the replay, we did have some technical difficulties with HBO Max. Their servers were down, so we had to start a little bit late. So if you already are 50 minutes into the episode, and if you're tuning in, thank you, but don't spoil anything. We'll talk about it once the episode has ended. And if you're watching this on the replay, let me know your thoughts of where we're at in the episode so far. But again, guys, thumbs up, share, and let's continue to chat. Hopefully you guys we're synced together. I'm at the point now where we're at a Chuck E. Cheese type environment. We got Mayor, Frey, which we haven't seen her in a couple weeks, Frank and Helen talking about looks like Frank's tuxedo for the wedding. So that's where I'm currently at in the episode. Let me know if you guys are where I'm at. It's good to see Frank and Frey have figured things out. If you guys remember, I thought that Frey was maybe the person John was having an affair with. So I'm glad that they seem to have mended things and whatever issues they were having. Uh-oh. So that's Sandra. That's who John was having an affair with, guys, is Sandra. She seems to have a family as well. Let me see where you guys are at. All right, talking about Mayor's good at playing it cool. That's an interesting point there, Johnny. I didn't want to talk over. Did you guys hear what Frank just said? That was very interesting bit of dialogue he just said regarding the night of Erin's death. How John acted so normal after murdering this young girl. He acted very normal. Maybe something to take note of, guys. Oh, there was really yeah. That's Sandra. There really is a Sandra who was having an affair with John. I know that Mare's a caring person, but deep down inside, she thinks she's herself. Yeah, no one's perfect, right? Yeah. Again, for all those that are ahead of us, don't spoil anything, guys. If you're just tuning in, don't spoil anything, please. We got someone saying that Frank, there's a twist with Frank. I think there was an interesting little dialogue that he said regarding John that night, regarding how John was just acting so normal after murdering Erin. Oh, yeah, Mary's been holding that in for so long, right? With the blaming herself for the death of Kevin. We got some people in the chat saying they think John is a psycho. Some people think John didn't do it. Your stream seems to be running faster. Yeah, like so I think I'm 29 minutes and 17 seconds into the episode. The timer is a little bit off. Oh, no worries, Joe. No worries. John needs to get. That's funny. All right, guys. So we just saw Sandra have a confrontation with Mare, referring to she said she hasn't had an affair with John in years. Remember what Ryan said, that he saw his dad with her recently. So who's lying? Someone's got to be lying here. Wow, did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch what John just said about that night of the murder? What he did with the murder weapon and his description of the murder weapon? Did you guys catch that? If not, I don't want to, if you guys caught what he just said, let me know in the chat. But that was some interesting bit of dialogue there. Interesting. So just to recap what just happened, Mare rewatched a video of when she interviewed John regarding the murder weapon. He described the murder weapon very differently than the ballistics specialist. Take a mental note of that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that Oh, here's Dylan, the best kid in the world. All right, what's Dylan got to say, guys? Wow, that's unexpected. I'm surprised he didn't spend that money on an awesome haircut. He actually has a heart, guys. Dylan has a heart. Wow. That's surprising. I mean, geez, this character, man, it's like a roller coaster. The ups and downs of Dylan. I tell you what, man, it's great to see Kate Winslet finally kind of. She's like having like a new life, right? We got to remember the title of this episode regarding new beginnings and stuff like that. It's nice to see her, dressing nice and smiling and happy. It's really good to see that from her. And Kate Winslet's a beautiful individual, so I'm glad to see her embrace the beauty of Kate Winslet and Mare finally opening up. Here's Richard, guys. Mr. Richard. All right, let me read some of these comments here. Let's see. Princess says, OMG, I knew he would save the money for the baby. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting move. Well, we got some people. Oh no, John lied about the affair. Some people think that John is covering for somebody. Someone close to Mare. Some interesting stuff in the chat, guys. Jill says Ryan saw Erin and John. Okay, interesting. Let's see here. Dylan is still a suspect, though. He did something. Interesting. Got some good stuff in the chat, guys. Got some good comments. Well, it looks like for all my Richard is the killer out there. It seems like he seems to be a good guy so far. It seems to be, as I thought in my predictions, that he's maybe someone that just represents a new beginning, a hopeful beginning for Mare, and doesn't have any, evil intentions so far, at least, right? Which is, I hope, is the case for Mare because, geez, she has a lot on her plate. Let me know in the chat, guys. Are you guys okay with Richard being a good, clean guy, a good guy for Mare? Or do you guys want or think he might have some bad intentions? Let me know in the chat, guys. But right now, it looks like the show is pointing towards him being a pretty decent individual and just wants to be in a relationship with Mare. But let me know what you guys are thinking. What is Richard just wanted to get? Oh man, hey. Who knows? He skimmed that from them. He took a couple hundreds, Johnny. Siobhan, yeah, she does have a pretty voice. Oh, did you guys see who's calling Mare? It says Betty Carroll, but we know she's not alive, so it has to be her husband. What does Mr. Carroll have to say to Mare? All right, guys. What does Mr. Carroll have to say to Mare? Yeah, John, I was on the same page with you, man. At the start, I thought that it was Richard. Yeah. I mean, we still got time in this episode. We'll see. Dylan is so confusing. What the right? I'm right there with you, Jill. I still feel like he's using Mare. Hey, you might be onto something, Rims. He gave 2 envelopes to Lori. Yeah, one was with the money. I think one was like a letter to her son. Like, she wrote a lot. So I assume just like a letter of her love for her son. He's a Dana. Yes, hell yeah. Hey, no offense. He's just lost his wife of probably 40 plus years. But I think it's safe to assume that he didn't call Mare just to make her some coffee and to get some advice about how to deal with grieving. I think Mr. Dillon or Mr. Carroll has something he wants to tell Mare. Let's see what that might be. The affair with your mother. Yeah, Richard, he's a suspicious individual, but I think the show's letting us think that he's a good guy, and I hope he is. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. All right, guys, why was she called? Let's see. Okay. Pizza slicer gone. What else is missing? His gun's missing. So his gun was missing. Now it's not missing. What's going on, Mr. Carroll? I wonder what kind of gun was it? What kind of gun was it, Mr. Carroll? Did you guys hear that? Occult detective special gun guys. Let me just catch you up to speed, guys. Colt special revolver gun was the same gun that the ballistic specialist said was the gun responsible for Erin's death. He used to keep it in the attic. The kids used to get to it, so he put it in the shed. Huh. Guys, don't drink anything. Hope you're sitting in your chair. Who else had access to the shed, guys? Who cuts the lawn? Oh boy. Oh boy. Guys, are you okay out there, guys? Are you all right? Are you just as shocked as I was? Holy hell. I told you guys, she should have never deleted that footage 3 episodes ago. The devil's in the details. There it is, guys. Ryan Ross broke into his shed, took the gun. And look at Mare. She is shocked. Wow. Good gosh. Any Defending Jacob fans out there? Or are you guys getting Defending Jacob vibes right now? Goodness gracious. Ryan Ross. God damn, this Ross family is freaking wicked, bro. Wicked. Man. So he's just off playing basketball. Oh, he sees Mare. He's like, God damn it. Dude, this little dude is up. He is gone, bro. Can you blame him? He thought he got away with murder, guys. Jeez Louise. Where you guys at? Let me catch up to this chat, man. This is huge. I'm so confused. The gun's back. He said that the gun was put back that same day. It's the damn gun. Yep. That's right. He um interesting. Mayor is so shocked. Wait, I'm confused. Wait, yeah, I think you might have caught. I think you might know what's going on now. Hold on, let's see. Yep, said it was Ryan. What's going on? Well, we just found out that Ryan stole the gun and he's running. Run, Forrest, run. He is running home right now, guys. Throw this whole family away. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel so bad for Lori, man. Look at him. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I might be morally speaking wrong for saying this, but I feel so bad for Lori. Husband cheated on you, and not just cheated on you multiple times, but cheated on you with a relative that's a minor. He's in jail. Now your son is responsible. Jeez, man. I will say for Mayor, she's finally calling for backup. Didn't call for backup for Mr. Potts nor for John and Billy, but she's calling backup for a 13-year-old. This has to be heartbreaking for Mare though, because I mean, literally Ryan's probably like a son to her, right? Wow, what a twist! What a twist! Let me catch up to the chat here. Yep, right. That's how I feel, Meg. I feel so bad for Lori, man. Feel so bad. Yeah, Jill. Yeah, Jill. Yeah. My mouth is I'm right there with you, bruh. Gosh, I didn't see that coming. What a good reveal. I love it. I love being wrong, by the way. I love that my theories of Siobhan or Billy or John didn't work out. I love this reveal, by the way. So he's now going into the details about this relationship, huh? So he's going into the details now. I love that they're giving us this flashback to get like context of what happened that night. This is great. I love this. Let me read some of you guys' comments here. No offense, but hey, people are people. But yeah, that's some some messed up stuff. I'll just say that, some backwood crazy stuff, man. Let's see. I'm sitting here with my mouth. What? Yeah, Jill. This is crazy. Let's see. Ryan's confessing Joe, Lori, and John both knew. True I feel bad for Lori. Yeah, I feel so bad for Lori, Donna. Yeah, right. I love that they're showing us this. This adds more emotional weight to that, to what happened, right? Yeah, this is sad. Liz. I totally agree. Yes, Beth. 100%. Yep. Yeah, he's a kid, man. He's a kid. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Did Ryan intend? Well, they're going to show us what happened. For those that are just tuning in, 170. I'm assuming a lot of you guys that are flooding into the stream. Thank you for coming back. 176 of you all that have seen the episode. We're right now. A lot of us in the chat are 47 minutes and 38 minutes into the episode, which we're seeing Ryan tell Mayor what happened that night. That he saw his dad talking to Erin. He, excuse me, he text messaged her to meet them at the park, and we're seeing Ryan right now confronting Erin. So that's where we're at now. So for those that are already seen the episode, no spoilers, and we'll be caught up in about 20 minutes, so we can talk about everything, or about 25 minutes actually. So for those that are watching at home, maybe you can tune into where we're at and catch up to us and relive this big reveal here. And again, thumbs up. Continue the comments in the chat. No spoilers for those that have seen it, but let's have a good time talking about this this shocking reveal, guys. Yeah, you're trying to scare someone with a gun. Things normally don't turn out well, and we see Erin struggling with the gun. By the way, this is the same story that John told us early in the episode, so he was just switching the story, replacing himself with what really happened at night, which there it is. Bang. Finger gone. Bang. Shot her in the face. Man. Whoever casted cameraman and Julian Nicholson, that looks like that could be her son. Like he has the same freckles. Like they look like they can be relatives. That's great casting. And I don't want to keep talking. I'll get to it in a little bit. But I just want to say, you guys remember when Ryan hit that kid over the head with his lunch tray, that anger that he had inside of him? That speaks a lot to, he seems like he has a quick temper. But also his temper speaks to him in his way, protecting his family, right? Protecting his sister in the lunchroom, protecting his family from being separated again, with his dad having an affair with their cousin. Jeez. Man. Carson, appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is why you do not need to cheat. Look how destroys. I laugh, but that's, not to the extreme of someone losing their life, but cheating is terrible, man. If just don't be with someone if you want to cheat. I mean, that's easier said than done, but yeah, it all starts with John. And no offense, RIP in the context of the show, RIP to Erin, but she had a little bit of that to play into it as well. Now she is a minor. We all know John to be a person that seems to manipulate people. I would have loved to have seen a flashback with their relationship to see if he did kind of manipulate her. But yeah, it all started with that terrible decision to sleep with a minor and to sleep with your cousin. It's disgusting. But yeah, it speaks a lot to just that decision. But thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. And appreciate you stopping in, Carlo, and appreciate it. This is so tough for Erin, or for Mayor to ask Lori if she knew about the truth. And she knew. She knew. She's been keeping this secret for months. Question for everyone in the chat: for mothers, for dads, for grandparents, for dog pets like myself, for animal pets. I know this is obviously a show, but just play with my question for a second. If you were Lori, would you have done the same thing that Lori did? Would you have lied to protect your son, daughter, whoever, about this? Let me know in the chat. Would you be on Team Lori, or do you, I mean, again, I know it's hard to say, but just play with the game for a second. Would you rat your son out, or would you keep the secret to your grave? No wrong answers, no right or wrong answers. I just want to know, no judgment on any side of the fence, guys. No judgment whatsoever. But I want to know, would you have protected your family member, in particular your son or your daughter, or would you have told Mayor and told the cops what he did? Let me know in the chat, guys. No wrong or right answers here. Let's see what some people are saying. Makes it. I would have done Team Lori all the way. Team Mayor, okay. I would have lied for my son, for my child. Yeah, it's hard to say, but yeah, I think I'm right there with you, man. That's your. Now, with that said, there's definitely different circumstances. Like if your kid's just out there murdering people like a serial killer, that's a different story. But from everything he just said, I mean, it did sound, it was an act out of anger. Let's not forget that. It wasn't just, completely accidental. You don't go to someone with a gun and point it in their face without, some type of malice and intentions. He didn't want to kill her, of course, but still, he's a kid. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. Look, guys, prepare this. I've seen the episode. Again, no spoilers, but this scene that we're about to see here is one of the best scenes I've seen in a very long time. This acting that we're about to see here is phenomenal. Give Julian Nicholson an award. I was in tears when I saw this scene. Gosh, this is such a good scene. Get your tissues ready, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very emotional scene coming up here, or where we're at now. Why didn't you come to her, Lori? Lori says, You had John. Dude. Why couldn't you just leave him alone, Lori says. Jeez, this is such a great scene. Julian Nicholson is fantastic, man. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, that scene a little bit later is emotional. I cried multiple times in this finale. Gosh, this scene in this car is like, oh my gosh. Lori, or Julian Nicholson as Lori, fantastic. Kate Winslet is fantastic, but Julian Nicholson, that scene, it's my Ryan. It's my Ryan. You had John. Why couldn't you just let this one thing go, man? Man, that's why I could never be a detective or a cop, man. Especially when family is involved and you're close to the case. But this is her job, right? Unfortunately, there's a 17-year-old mother that lost her life. But at the same time, a 13-year-old boy just lost his life for his terrible decision. I love this show, man. I love the writing. Let's see where you guys are at. Let's see. Let me catch up to the chat here. Poor Ryan. The car scene, yeah. That, goodness gracious. Yeah, that scene a little bit later is tearjerker. Poor Aaron, for sure. Yeah. Taking the fall. Jane, yes. Yes, Jane, for 100%. Yeah. Let's see. Didn't the gun go missing for days? I swear that's what they... No, so to quick clarification. So Mr. Carroll said that he went to the shed because his granddaughter said that there was someone in the yard. The gun was missing. We obviously know that this transpired over a couple hours. When Ryan took the gun was missing, but then he came back and realized that the gun was back there. So it all took place the same night. It's just that he didn't check immediately after that. Jeez, again, Lori with another emotional scene. She's trying to hold it in while her son's in juvie. By the way, I don't know if it was a smart deal to bring DJ there, but still a great moment. Siobhan's going off to college. This is great. This is a great way to wrap up these storylines. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I watched this, I got so emotional because I'm so invested in these characters. I feel like that I know these characters. I feel like I'm right there saying goodbye to Siobhan, going off to college. This feels like a real family, like tangible. You could just go outside and touch them, man. They're so relatable, so grounded in reality. Wow. All right, let me catch up to this Chidgety chat. It's a good question. I think it's just a matter of, his real family, right? Real blood is with, the father made that decision. It's a great question. Great point. Yeah. Charles, when my review drops at 11, that's a point I'll bring up later in my full review. I totally agree with you, man. We'll talk about that a little bit later for sure. It's a good point, John. Yeah. All he wanted to do was protect his family. We'll talk about unanswered questions for sure a little bit later. What does it say? Why did Lori leave father name? That's a good question. I mean, that's his name. Honor his fake dad. Let's see. So we didn't find out if there was a stalker. No, I think that the old man that they gave us a couple weeks ago was the prowler, the guy that had dementia, who was walking around. He didn't know who his house was. I think that was the answer. I don't think that kid that Betty thought was the prowler was just a coincidence. He was just a weirdo. But yeah, I think the prowler was revealed to us. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago that it was the old man that suffered from dementia? I do not want to see some. I'm right there with you, if I'm being honest. For sure. Yeah, Red. Yeah, the prowler was the old man because the same coat. Yeah. So they gave us the reveal of the old man, or the prowler. It was the old man. A shout out to the actress who played Cassie, who plays Maura. She just celebrated her senior prom. I think that's so awesome. Her mom's in one of the Facebook groups for the show and shared that on her page. So shout out to Cassie. Sorry. This is a phenomenal scene right here, guys. Yeah, that was a great sermon that listen, I don't know what it is about Deacon Mark and his old stuff in his old town with the allegations, but it was a good sermon. But something in the back of my mind is like, I still don't trust Deacon Mark. But thank you for the super chat, by the way, and the super chat you gave earlier. And thank you to all 200 people that's watching us live, by the way. But thank you so much for the super chat. And by the way, we got 200 people live. We got another 14 minutes if you don't account for the credits. Just for those that are tuning in, we had some technical difficulties at the start of the stream, so we had to start about 20 minutes late. So we're wrapping up the episode. So for those that finished it, we'll be with you all in a little bit to talk about the finale. But thank you for all 203 of you all that's watching us live. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share the video, and we're going to be getting into some topics here once this episode ends in about 10 to 15 minutes or so. But like I said, guys, Julian Nicholson as Lori has went through the ringer in this episode, and she gave no disrespect to Kate Winslet, who's fantastic, and Jean Smart, and all the great actors in the show. But Julianne Nicholson stole this episode. She was the MVP for me in this episode because she having to take care of DJ, learn about John, learn about her son. I mean, emotionally speaking, she carried the emotional weight. In this scene right here in the kitchen, I couldn't even imagine being her right now. Husband's gone for cheating multiple times with a minor, with your cousin, losing your 13-year-old son. She's broken. And I'm going to be mentioning my review that's going to be dropping 30 minutes, but you guys remember that scene when Lori was there for Mare? She was leaning on her shoulder. It's great to see that Mare is able to be there for her friend. This is such an emotional moment. So earned. I love this scene here. Sometimes we just need that person to lean on, right? They're in the toughest times of their life. And I'm glad that Mare was there for Lori because, geez, if I'm Julian Nicholson reading for this role, I'm like, how much more can this woman take? Man, but great job on her part, and great job to everyone in this show. We'll talk about it here in a second. We got one more emotional moment, a good emotional payoff coming up here, and we'll wrap up here in a second and talk about this finale. Yeah, I personally think this was a fantastic finale. Dare I say perfect finale? We have some unanswered questions that we'll get to here in a second, but I think for the main core of characters and for the main story, I think that they gave me what I wanted. I know there's some people that might not be satisfied, might not like that Richard was a good guy. Dylan, we'll get to some of my unanswered questions here, but for the most part, I think this show really stuck the landing. Emotionally speaking, character has some good wrap-ups, and I think it was a great way to end what I think is a one-off. We'll get to what I think a season 2 could look like, but I'm totally satisfied with this finale, if I'm being honest. I love this moment right here, guys. I love this moment with Mare going to the attic, man. This is such a great moment for her. I love this moment here, man. Oh, I love this moment. Quick shout out to Raquel with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Raquel. Appreciate you stopping by tonight, showing some love, showing some support to the channel. Thank you for everyone that gave a super chat or everyone that tuned in. Hold on, I'll get back to that super chat, Raquel. But there it is. There it is, guys. That's the finale of Mare of Easttown. Look, this is my second time watching it. I wish you guys could have been in the room with me the first time I saw it, but I was an emotional wreck. I was able to kind of prepare myself tonight because I was emotionally wrecked with some of those reveals with Lori. Ryan, it's my Ryan, Mare. You had John. That moment got to me. Siobhan going off to college got to me. Mare having that moment with Lori was emotional. I was shocked when Ryan was the killer. So many great moments. But again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for tuning in. And we got 190 people in the chat, guys. Let's get into it. Let me move this clock and let's have a discussion. I will be dropping a more detailed review right at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be going live for another 30 minutes. And then for all those that are tuning in live, as soon as 11 o'clock hits, I'm going to drop my full, I think it was 45-minute review. As we do every week, we break down every scene. So I'm going to have a more detailed review coming up in about a half an hour. But I'm satisfied. What about you guys? Let's get into this discussion, guys. The season series finale potentially of Mare of Easttown, guys. So where were we at, guys? Let me pull up the chat here. Let me catch up with you all. Why did Frank? What is this? Why did Frank have to know? Why did Frank have to know? I guess I'm confused by that question. Let me know what you're talking about there, Chris from Hawaii. I feel so bad for Lori. Her husband broke their family. Yep, I'm right there with you. I felt incredibly bad for Lori, and it helped that we had such a talented actress as Julianne Nicholson, who, by the way, man, I don't know if you all have been following her career, but she's had a fantastic career in anything I've seen her in. Most recently, for my HBO fans, she was in The Outsider. She was great in that. You know, she's just a talented individual, and she carried the emotional gravitas in this episode. She was fantastic, as well as Mare and the little kid. I believe his name is Cameron Mann, who played Ryan. That little kid actor was fantastic. Everyone in the show gave their A++ performance. So, but like I said, I want to definitely shout out Lori, Julianne Nicholson, who was fantastic in this episode. All right, so let me. She was great in Outsider. She was another tragedy in that show, right? Let's see here. Let me pull up. We got 181 people in the chat. So it's 10:33 p.m. Central Time on my side. I'm going to go live for another 26 minutes. And right at 11 p.m. Central Time on my YouTube channel. If you guys are currently watching this, I will be dropping my full 46 minutes. I think it's 46 minutes that I recorded yesterday when I shot my review. I shot a 46-minute review breaking down all of the scenes. So you guys will get a little bit more of a detailed, review in about 25 minutes. So here, let me pull this up real quick. Excuse me. So right at 11 o'clock, if you guys can see that on the screen now, I'm going to have my full breakdown, full analysis, more detailed breakdown of like unanswered questions. Am I satisfied with the finale? Were there some points that didn't work for me? We're going to break it all down here in about 25 minutes. So once we're done here at 11, stay on the YouTube and watch my full review. So just a quick little plug for you guys that didn't watch the watch along. You can get my full thoughts on that. So let me go ahead and remove that. And let's have a discussion, guys. Let's talk about it. What do we think about the finale? Where are we at? Are we satisfied, guys? Here, let me pull up something right quick. Just a quick little recap of the episode that we got here. You know, we get Mare opening up the episode. We get the big reveal of the picture. You know, it's Erin and John is the father of the child, and they had a relationship. And as John details to Mare, this was a relationship. By the way, before I get to that, do you guys feel that Jess was a true friend? Do you feel that she was actually genuinely a friend to Erin by burning the journals and not getting that information out? She didn't want Dylan's parents to find out about it, and she, more importantly, didn't want the town to find out about this relationship that she had with John. Do you feel that Jess, I guess, made the right decision? And do you feel like she was an actual friend to Erin in that moment? So that was a big moment there, getting that picture. As we kind of move forward, we see John having the conversation with his brother, and his brother's like, I don't have a family. Go ahead and take me out. He points the gun to himself at one point and is willing to take his own life. Taking this, as Lori said in this episode, I was willing to take this to the grave. John was willing to die with that knowledge of his son being the killer. It speaks a lot to these characters. Listen, I still don't like John. What a disgusting individual, not only having a sexual intercourse with a minor, but add on top of that his cousin. Come on, man. That's disgusting, man. Some weird people out there. But nonetheless, as I say this is in the context of the show. I commend the character for protecting his family, even though he kind of messed. It was really his fault that all this kind of started, but he was trying to protect his son. But I still do not like that character for what he did in that relationship that he had with Erin. And I'm going to say it in my review here. I would have liked to have seen some type of relationship scene with them, not sexually, but I just would have had liked to seen Erin and John have some type of to see if he was manipulating her, taking advantage of her. She just lost her mom, this, that, and the third. I would have liked to have seen a scene with them, but nonetheless, he tells Mare the truth, and his whole spiel, which he's a good liar, right? He fooled me for the first half of the show in regards to the information he told Mare. But as we move forward, I said it while we were watching it in the watch long. It seems that, it seems that Deacon Mark didn't do anything, I guess. I don't know. I still have that in the back of my mind, that whole incident with that 14-year-old girl. But either here nor there, they let him go. No charges. He's not going to jail, I guess. I'm still not a fan of that character. But this moment here, this is one of many moments that Lori just brought it. And how much could this woman take? She has her husband who just cheated on her tell her, hey, by the way, I'm sorry for what just happened, but can you help your brother out? Can you watch my son? Like, come on, man. If I was Lori, I would have been in that orange jumpsuit with him, because he would have probably been, I would have strangled him right then and there in the courtroom. But geez, what a moment there for Lori. How much the strength of this character and this woman. But listen, this is something I'm going to mention in my review here in a little bit. I keep plugging that. But was it me? But when Mare tells Father Dan that Deacon Mark was off of the charges, we see, as you guys can see on the screen now, Dan looks off to the side, like as if, now it can play two ways, right? He could be looking at him this way because it's like, damn, I told the cops what he told me. I feel bad for ratting him out. He's a good guy, whatever the case may be. Or is something up with Deacon Mark, man? I mean, the 14-year-old allegations, the tossing of the bike, the summer camp, the prostitution site. I don't know if there is a season 2, that could be an alley to explore potentially, but I don't know. I think that the way he looked off on this camera has to be something. I know some people in the chat saying it's a red herring. Very true. Very true. I totally agree with you there. But CJ, I'm right there with you, man. Deacon Mark was suspect to me, man. But who knows if we get a season 2, which I don't think we will, but we'll talk about that later. But I thought that was an interesting moment. What a great moment here for this character. I think that a lot of the smaller characters got a good payoff too. Katie, obviously, we didn't spend a lot of time with her, but, obviously she was gone. She had her daughter. She was dealing with drugs addiction. She had her little prostitution thing going on. But I thought this was a great moment for the character, as well as I thought it was a great moment for her mom, Dawn. We see her hair is growing out. It seems like she's coming out on the other side and beating her cancer, which is great. And then she gets this new home, which I think this is Freddie's old home. And Bethy and them, they cleaned it up and got all the drugs and all that stuff out there. And gave this home to Erin or to Katie. I thought that was such a great moment for that character. Again, small secondary character, but still, I think it's great that she had that happy ending of a sorts. This moment here was great too. Carrie, she has a lot of demons to deal with. She's not in the right frame of mind to be a mom, as we saw last week in the in her falling asleep with, goodness gracious, if Drew would have died last week, I mean, I don't know what Mare would have done. But yeah, I think this is a great moment. I think that even though Mare isn't perfect, Helen isn't perfect, but I think she made the right decision by allowing Drew to stay with his grandmother, a little bit more of a stable situation. So in the watch along, I kind of had alluded to, I didn't want to give it away, but this show gave us 3 moments of back-to-back moments of John wasn't the killer. This is one of the moments when we see Frank telling them that I was with him that night. And he just seems so normal. He just killed his 17-year-old mother, his cousin, and he's just going out having drinks with us. That was one thing. I'm like, okay, he was acting like, he's a psycho. He's a liar and cheater. But I mean, he's not a serial killer where he just can compress with him murdering someone for the first time. So that was one thing where I'm like, okay, hold on. There's something going on here. And then the second evidence for me watching the episode was when Sandra comes in and Sandra tells Mare, I didn't have an affair with him multiple times. It was on that one time. It was a mistake I made. And I never went back. So in my head, I'm not thinking that Sandra's lying. I'm thinking that Ryan lied about the relationship, which we end up finding out. So one scene followed up with another scene in the same scene, actually. And then this is what gave it away for me. When we see Mare revisiting that tape when she interviewed John and he tells her that it was just a regular gun, That's why I'm like, no, because we know as an audience that was not a regular gun. It was a special detective cult weapon, right? So that's why I'm like, he's lying. He's covering for his son. I know a lot of you all had called this out for weeks now that you thought it was Ryan, but that to me in this episode, not one scene, not two scenes, but back to back to back. That's when it was like, that's when the show gave us, well, I should say, honestly, the show kind of gave it away when we found out it was John in the first 15 minutes of the episode, and we had a 66-minute episode. I'm like, this is too easy. This is too easy. There's something else going on. So, but in context, this is when I kind of knew, okay, this is not John. It's his son that ended up killing Erin. So well played, writers. I know, like I said, I know a lot of you all did a great job of predicting this a couple weeks ago, but I thought that was a surprise for me. I'll be honest. Dylan here, I talked about it in the watch long. I don't know what to think about Dylan. I still think he's a douchebag, but I'm glad that he made the right decision and giving that money back to, DJ. Great moment here with Richard, who we thought Richard was a bad guy. He seems to be a pretty good guy, right? And he just seemed to be, like I mentioned in my review a couple weeks ago, I think that Richard was a character that's going to represent hope and represent a new beginning for Mare, and that's exactly what he is. He's just someone that Mare can look forward to. The title of this episode is called Sacrament. Sacrament in many different ways, there's many different meanings behind it, but it's in the Christian religious aspect, it's a ceremony. As we see a ceremony here, the wedding, it's a baptism. It's a new beginning. And Richard, to me, is a new beginning for Mare to maybe look forward to. So I love that, Guy Pearce was, we thought that he was going to play a pivotal part in this show, which he does, but not what we thought. Let me actually catch up to some of these chats before I wrap up some of this stuff. Let me catch up to you guys. What are we talking about here? Let's see. Dan thinks he's definitely guilty of his past. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Regarding Deacon Mark. Lizzie says Deacon Mark was just a red herring. I think he's good. Yeah. Let's see here. They was practically gonna let John out the next summer. You people are all no, they weren't gonna let John out. They were gonna let Billy. They said that they were going to let Billy out for parole because he was, he followed through with all of the protocol or whatever. So, but yeah, let's see here. But it's because he told the police about the bike. Are you referring to Deacon Mark there? Let's see, Deacon Mark. If he told the truth from the start, he could have directed the murder location. It's a good point, Red. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of Deacon Mark, man. I think he has some stuff he's hiding. Let's see. No, I watched it. Wait, what? No, I haven't watched the whole thing already. Well, what are you doing here, Jay? Go watch the episode and come back and join the conversation. Making up. Oh, I gotta check that out, Johnny. I gotta check that out when I'm done watching this to see a little bit more behind the scenes of everything. Let's see. What about Dylan in the notebooks? So they said at the beginning of the episode, it was just his idea to burn the journals because, in her words, she was protecting Dylan's parents for not getting the word out there. And she also felt like she was being a friend to Erin, that she felt like she was protecting Erin for her secret getting out after she found that picture in the journals last week. So that's the 411 on that situation, my friend. Let's see. Julie says, isn't the peeping Tom Ryan, though? No, Julie, the peeping Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the peeping Tom was revealed to be that older man that had dementia a couple weeks ago. He was the peeping Tom. But let me know if you guys thought the same or think differently. Was Katie's new house, that's what I think so. I think that was Freddie's old house that they just cleaned up and gifted to her. Yeah, so I don't understand why Dylan had the gun. So again, I'm going to talk about it in the review, dropping in 15 minutes. But yeah, there are a couple unanswered questions, and that's one of them. Number one, who the hell was that random black kid that was hanging out with Jess and Dylan? Like, why are they three connected? Yes, I get that they burned the journals, but is that a reason to point a gun in a girl's face? What was Dylan? Why was he so aggressive? Why was he like, I'm going to shoot you if you talk to Mare again? I don't get that. I don't understand that angle. Why was he so aggressive with Jess in that situation? They were burning the journals to protect Erin, not to protect Dylan. I don't get it. Now, just thinking of that as I say that out loud, still a little aggressive, but he didn't know who the dad was. So I guess I really don't know why Dylan was so gung-ho all pun intended, in threatening her life with the telling Mare more information. That is an unanswered question for me. Only thing I can think of, he wanted his family to be protected, his mom and dad, but maybe he didn't want them to find out who the real dad was, even though he didn't know, even though he knew it wasn't him. That's the only thing I can think of. But still, I think that's pretty aggressive to point a gun in her face to be like, you need to shut up and not say anything. That's a little bit weird. There are a couple that's one unanswered question for me. Where did Erin get the $1,700 from originally? I don't think she had a job. Jess said that she didn't have any sexual relations with the guys on the website, but small thing. But where did she get that $1,700 to begin with? Let's talk about Kevin for a second and Siobhan. I mean, I thought that her whole plot was figuring out, what the final days of her brother's life looked like on Earth, who was on that beach with him, who was the girl that he fell in love with the first time and broke his heart. Small things, but still things that I thought that we were going to get an answer to. What else did I have some unanswered questions for? And let me know in the chat too, some unanswered questions you guys can think of. Betty, what was the deal with that weird kid? I guess she literally just died of a heart attack and ran her car into the pole. I was thinking it was something a little bit more sinister, that she saw something she wasn't supposed to. She, the guy, the weirdo kid did that to her, but I guess not. I'm trying to think, was there any other questions that I had on my list? I brought up some questions in my review, but I can't remember exactly. But those are some that really kind of come to mind. I'm sure there's others that came out, like Jess. Did she really think that Frank was the dad? I guess at the beginning of the episode, in episode 2. I guess, I don't know. There's a couple unanswered questions that the show didn't answer for me. Yeah, Dylan's actions did not make sense. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Joe. Let's see. I assume Betty was a real estate agent. I'm missing that joke. That might be going over my head on that one, Miss Lady. Let's see. Yes, Nisi, that was the other question I had. Wish we could have had a better resolution, Mr. Potts. By better, I wish we would have known Poker Night, who was involved. By better, I wish we would have known this website and the connections between the women being, moms, being drug addicts, diving into prostitution. By better, that's what I wish was a little bit more explained. But I guess there's no, if there's a season 2, if there is a season 2, I think that as an avenue they can explore this sex ring in Easttown that might have some ties to the church. But I don't think we're going to get a season 2, but let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Mare, where are we at here? And again, we got 227 people in chat, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in live and dropping in the support, the super chats we got in earlier, the great comments. We had some technical difficulties to overcome at the beginning, but I think it all worked out. So I appreciate every 228 one of you all tuning in live. Make sure before you dip, before you call it night, to give the video a thumbs up, share the video, and continue the conversation in the chat. Again, at 11 p.m. In about 10 minutes here, I will be dropping, I'm going to actually, let me push it back maybe 15 minutes. I really want to engage with you guys a little bit more and talk to you guys a little bit more, because I know we're getting some people in that's joining in for the first time. I'm going to drop my review at 11:15. Let's push it back a couple minutes, or 15 minutes or so, just for I can continue to have some good dialogue with you guys and make sure I can get to every one of your comments and have a good talk. So I am going to be dropping my full episode 7 season finale breakdown at 11:15, as you guys can see on the screen now. So you're already on the YouTube channel, but in 24 minutes, I'm going to be dropping my full analysis so you can get my full breakdown. So just stay on YouTube tonight if you guys are up. If you're night owls like me, and you can get my full analysis on every single scene. But I'm going to be dropping that at 11:15. But I want to continue this conversation with you guys for another 25 minutes because I love interacting with you all. And I said it on this video that you guys are going to be seeing in 25 minutes. And I said it at the beginning of this video. Thank you so much for the awesome support. This has been such a fun journey, and what makes it so much fun is being able to interact with you guys on a weekly basis. So I appreciate the support. This is a bittersweet. We got the finale. We got some good reveals, some good emotional payoffs. But even though it's ending, this channel is all about reviews. There are new shows coming out two or one in particular that I'm looking forward to for my Stephen King fans out there. Lizzie's Story with Julianne Moore and Clive Owen and Dane DeHaan and Jennifer Lee Clark or Jennifer Lee. What is her name? Jennifer Jason Lee, I think is her name. Fantastic actress. I love Stephen King. I love science. I love thrillers, horrors, and this is one of his, from the mouth of Stephen King himself, this is his favorite story that he's written back in 2006. So we're going to be talking about Lizzie's Story on a week-to-week basis starting this Friday. So that's the show that you guys can look forward to if you have Apple TV Plus. If you're not, what are you doing? This is the Apple TV has some great content. Defending Jacob last year. What else? C with Jason Momoa and The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon and Steve Carell. What else did they have? I mentioned Defending Jacob, Ted Lasso. They have some great content. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to them, I'm not pitching Apple by any means. It's like $4 a month. I think they give you a month for free. Definitely check it out. And if you guys like Mare of Easttown, I think that this new show by Stephen King will be another great conversation to have for a show. But neither here nor there. Reviews dropping in 23 minutes, and check that out once that time drops. But yeah, we're going to continue the conversation with some great shows in the coming weeks. Loki's coming out in a couple weeks, so it's going to get some great stuff coming up here in the coming weeks, guys. Let's see. Princess says Mary and Lori have yeah, for sure. They definitely do. So let's get back to the recap here. You know, this moment here, man, when she looked at that footage. I said it 3 weeks ago. She should have never deleted that footage of that kid, because she would have been able to see. You know, she didn't take Mr. Carroll seriously in the security camera, but you know, they had the footage there the whole time. My man Ryan was out of there, man. He knew. He ran home as fast as he could, man, and said, Mom, she knows Mare is coming. She's coming. Which, by the way, Mare calling the backup was funny to me, because she didn't call for backup for Mr. Potts, nor did she call for backup earlier in the episode with John and Billy, but she called for backup for this 13-year-old kid. But nonetheless, I mean, that reveal was huge, man, when he's detailing how it all went down. And I said it during that watch along. Oh my goodness. Julianne Nicholson. Wow. She stole this episode from me, guys. She was excellent in this episode. I mean, I don't know if her face was hurting by the end of this shoot. Was she emotionally wrecked by the end of this show? But she gave us everything. And I've been such a fan of hers for the longest time. But she is just, man, this episode really does highlight how incredible of an actress she is. And she was, man, my Ryan, Mare. You know, you had John. Why couldn't you just let this go? I mean, wow, what a moment, man. And Mare, Kate Winslet, who's been killing it all season. What a fantastic scene. You know, again, I mean, that scene, man, that wrecked me. That wrecked me, guys. You know, and speaking of wreckage, that wasn't the last of the wreckage. You know, we got the goodbye. Siobhan's going off to college. Mare saying goodbye to, you know, not literally another kid, but she's saying goodbye to her daughter, you know. In this scene here, man, Mare has her. She's holding her best friend. She's leaning on her, and she has a friend to lean on, man, because she's going through it. She lost her family, and then that emotional payoff. That's why I think this is a perfect finale. And Mare going up to the attic, and just that last shot of her going up to the attic. It's almost like she's ascending up to her future, to not forget what her son was to her and forget what happened, but to, as she said to who does she say this to? Mr. Carroll in this episode. You don't forget those that you lost. You just learn how to make it acceptable, right? So I love that she is now going to be able to come to amends to what happened and not blame herself for the death of her son, which is something I mentioned some unanswered questions. I wish that we would have got a little bit better resolved with Kevin and Siobhan's project and all that. But I think it's a great way to end this fantastic show, guys. So yeah, that's like a brief recap of Mare of Easttown. But again, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have my full breakdown, 40-something minute long breakdown of this episode. Let me get here to this amazing chat that you guys are so incredible. Description was a guys with a beard, that pot bearded. Yeah, so my thing with that comment there, I released a video last week regarding my like top 10 unanswered questions. You know, schematics. I think that the whole beard thing, maybe Mr. Potts had a beard when he took Missy or took that girl that got away, and then he knew that she got away. And listen, if a smart prowler, kidnapper if the girl saw your face, wouldn't you think the next thing you would do is like, shave your beard, cut your hair, whatever the case would be, so you won't be recognizable for like a police description? So when I saw those comments in the videos about the beard, my assumption was that he maybe had a beard when he kidnapped that girl, and he just simply shaved it, after she got away that night. That was my theory, my thoughts of that process. I mean, again, a lot of us wonder who was involved in poker night. Was it John? Was it Frank? Characters that have beards, but I just assumed that Mr. Potts, the night that she got away, I would think a smart person would just shave their beard so they wouldn't be able to be recognizable if they were called out in like a rundown or called into the police station, that she wouldn't be able to recognize him because he's clean shaved now. That's how I always assume, but maybe it's an unanswered question. Let's see here. My mom, the bit where the kid goes, yeah, that was, whew, that got me, man. I had no idea. I'm right there with you. I mean, I saw the comments and I kind of played ball with that for a little bit in regards to that Ryan theory, but I was just like, I had more stock in John and a little bit more in Billy. And for the longest, I was like, Siobhan, the attic, the gun's in the attic. But yeah, that Ryan reveal caught me off guard for sure. But it makes sense. I mean, it really does make sense in my opinion. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to these incredible comments, guys. You guys are awesome. We got 202 people in the chat. If you haven't already, huge appreciation to give this video a thumbs up. Share the video. If you're watching this replay, if you do the same, it'll be greatly appreciated. And let's continue this conversation for another 17 minutes, guys. Another 17 minutes here. Let's see here. What's going on? Give me shelter. How did some of you guess it was Ryan? I'm impressed. Yeah, no, there's some great people out there that came up with that theory, and they were right on the money with that. So kudos to you guys. I love that you guys were of a show that gave us so many different a killer a week, right? It was like, oh, it's Frank after episode 2. Oh, it's it might be who were we thinking after episode 3? How did episode 3 end? Were we thinking it was geez, I'm trying to remember, like, because every week, well, I don't think episode 3 gave us, we were still thinking Frank might have been involved because they had to get that DNA test. Then we were thinking we met Mr. Potts, we didn't meet him, but we saw this kidnapper. Was it the kidnapper? Then the next week we called him, he's dead. And then the next week we saw it wasn't him. So yeah, every week it was like, who's the killer? And that was a fun adventure coming up with those wild theories. 30 minutes in, and still, yeah, with the episode, yeah, for sure. So many loose ends. Well, let me know, guys. I'm catching up to the chat now. Let me know some of your top unanswered questions that you guys feel like they dropped the ball on, or just didn't wrap it up to your preference. Why? Well, yeah, she did beat her up, but yeah, I don't know if she'll get. I think they said that she's not going to get jail time. Why was Dylan so mad? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, right? So I'm sorry, I'm just catching up to you guys. Let me see. Let's see. OMG, no spoilers, please. Change him to juvie. Yeah. Watch Ryan got no more because of his age. Yeah, probably. This is a good question. Basic says, I really want a season 2. This is a good segue. If you're still in the chat, Basic Rant, what does a season 2 look like for you? Pitch me on a season 2. Is it the drugs, prostitution, church angle? Is it an anthology, True Detective, Fargo angle, where it's not Mare of Easttown, it's Senator of Westtown? I don't know. What does a season 2 look like for you? Is it different characters? Is it the same characters? Is it more of this sex ring in Easttown? What does a season 2 look like? And based on these same characters, what else could we do with these characters, right? Let me know your thoughts on that if you're in the chat, Basic Rat, and also anyone in the chat that wants a season 2. I'm okay with this finale. It's very similar to, for those that watch Watchmen. I don't want to spoil that for you all, but the way Watchmen ended, I am perfectly fine with the ending. I would love to see what Sister Knight's storyline would look like, but I'm okay with how it ended. Same applies for this show. I am perfectly fine by this conclusion of the story. Yeah, there's some threads that could be answered, but I don't know if those threads could lead to another season. But hey, let me know in the chat, guys. What does season 2 look like for you all? If you would like to see a season 2 of Mare of Easttown. Yeah, I don't need one. I'll be honest with you. I love these actors. And again, that's the thing about Hollywood. Give me the Mare of Easttown writer, director, Craig and Zobel and all of them, and Kate Winslet and these actors. Do something different, right? American Horror Story does it every year. Ryan Murphy gathers up his crew of people, different stories, different timelines, or different locations, and we get to see them work together again. So I'm okay with that versus like a flat a season 2. Let's see here. Yeah, great scene, no doubt. I love that scene. Good point about the beard. Yeah, that's what I think, Red. I honestly think it was Potts. He just, like I said, shaved his face like any person with a right mind would do if you got caught and the one that got away, right? If Mare of Easttown wins Emmy, Elliott should get one. Thank you. And again, I said it earlier in the stream, guys. Listen, this internet, this YouTube space is a fantastic space with a lot of great content creators. A lot of those content creators I've built relationship with and consider friends. And there's been some people that's been covering this show for the last 6 weeks or 7 weeks now that's been doing a great job. And the fact that you guys tune in to my channel every week, as soon as the episode ends, and listen, I already know my reviews aren't short, right? I like to break down the scenes. I like a show when it's about 30 something minutes long, because I really dive into it and really kind of break down the scene and kind of talk about it a little bit more in depth. But I really appreciate the support on these videos, guys. Liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting. Those comments were fantastic. I tried to get to as many as I can throughout the week when the video would drop, and sometimes I wasn't able to get to every comment, but I tried to read as many as I could for sure. And I appreciate the support, guys. So this isn't the last review, right? We got Lacey's story later this week. There's another Apple TV Plus show called Physical. There's a Loki show. There's Love Victor. There's a lot of things to look forward to. And of course, I review tons of movies. So this isn't the last time you'll be seeing my face on this screen here talking about shows. But I appreciate the support once again, guys. I really do. Just dropping the Peeping Tom and Potts sex slaves as all unconnected was a listen, unanswered question. I gotta say, I think that there was I don't know if it was just a little bit too convoluted, too bloated, too complicated to dive into that aspect. But yeah, I do wish there was a little bit more explanation with this sex ring, with Mr. Potts, with all that stuff. I do the Peeping Tom for sure. I totally agree with you there on that one, LA. I'm sorry, I'm just responding to someone quick. But yeah, we only got about 10 minutes. We got 2 more minutes before I'm gonna head out and call it a night. And you guys can we're gonna be talking again. I'm gonna be in the chat with you all for my review coming up in 10 minutes. Let's see. Shout out to Kenny for the clothes for Heat. Yep. Yes, Miss Lady. As opposed to Mare going to visit Deacon Mark in jail, she should have visited Kenny and told him, Kenny, yep. That would have been a good scene to see. I don't know. He would have been pissed, right? But no, that I totally, I'm not a Mark fan. That's a good call, Missy or Miss Lady. I like that. I would have preferred that scene then as well. Lori, yeah, that would have been crazy. She would have had motives, right? Let's talk about how Kate Winslet just likes kissing people. Excuse me. Yeah, they worked together in the past on another HBO show, like in the early 2000s. Yeah, that's funny. The Deacon. I'm not a Deacon Mark fan, guys. I'm not a Deacon Mark fan. Let's see. Okay, here we go. If there is a season 2, we may see a reference to a Memorial Day. Okay, that's okay. I don't know if that's a whole season's worth, but yeah, I do think there was not enough explanation or consequences for Mare's actions for what happened. Again, I get it. He's a grown man. He made the call, but still, they should have called for backup. And I think Mare, I don't want to say pushed him, but I think there should have been a little bit more a resolve for her consequences. And Colin's mom, I thought that she was going to really be pressing Mare for what ended up happening. But, kind of like how they saw Mare's family on the bench. Yeah, that would have been great to get something, for Colin. Great time together, guys. It's midnight here. Pumpkin time. Good night, Nisi. Have a good night. Well, that was like 7 minutes ago, so you're probably gone. But thank you if you're watching this on the replay. Let's see here. Michelle says, I didn't guess it was Ryan, but I knew he knew for sure. He looked at the TV. Yep, that's a good call over that night. And yeah, that's a great call, Michelle, because yeah, she did. He did look at the TV, and it wasn't because he knew Missy. It's because obviously Erin was on that screen too when the news had brought that up. Is there any connection? So yeah, totally. The way they kept focusing on Ryan's reactions in the fight, showing Ryan's rage, convinced me. Are you talking about from a couple weeks ago? Yeah, when he hit that kid, it's like that kid has some pent up anger. Not he was holding a secret, as we thought there was, to his dad having an affair, which ultimately he was. But we all know how he was responsible for her death. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Vincent here. Why did Billy look so miserable, guilty throughout the series if he just was trying to protect Ryan? I mean, listen, Vincent, wouldn't you be looking guilty if you were covering up a murder and that guilty conscience? I think he had a lot of weight on his shoulders. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Jody says, I mean, did he cover up a murder? All right, let me see, Jody. I might have missed a comment earlier, but let me see. That didn't make her not related to him. Are we talking about the relationship that they have? All right. Well, yeah, we just got a couple people leaving in some good comments here. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this up in about 7 minutes. So again, let me know. We got about 187 people still in the chat. Again, thank you for stopping by, showing some love, some support, some great comments, some great engagement in this video. A lot of good stuff said. But in the last 7 minutes, give me your top 1, top 3, top 2 unanswered questions from this season. What was a question that didn't get answered that you wish would have got answered in this finale? And let's talk about it. And then also, if you guys want to see a season 2, what does that look like for you all? Let me know in the comments, guys, what a season 2 looks like for you all, if you want a season 2. Yeah. Let's see here. Donna says, what Donna talking about? Stories as part of Mare. The main theme is Erin's murder. Love it that the writers can go in any direction here. Oh, as far as a season 2, yeah. I mean, if they want to go, yeah, continue that story. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this finale. I don't think I need a season 2, if I'm being honest. What happened to? I'm sorry. What was that? What happened to Siobhan's girlfriend? Oh, none. She ran out of the house that night. She hit Helen with the door, and they never. She broke up with her. So yeah, she's out smoking doobies or something because she loved to get high. Finished the Divergent. Oh yeah, I forgot about she was in that. I'm not a fan of that franchise. Let's see. Basic says the cases of the other girls who were murdered in the prostitution. Oh, okay, you're talking about like a Hillary, right? Yeah, I don't know if they gave us an answer to what happened to Hillary. Liked and new subscribe. We'll look for. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support there, and welcome to the community. Yeah, we do a lot of TV reviews, movie reviews. We do live streams like this. I will be doing live streams every week for Loki, as we did with WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. We got some TV shows to look forward to on a week-to-week basis for Lizzie's story, probably Physical on Apple TV Plus, and Love Victor's coming out. There's a couple shows on Netflix dropping this month, so a lot of good stuff to look forward to. But welcome to the community, and thank you for coming by tonight, my friend, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Want to know? Yeah, that's the big question, man. What was up with Dylan, man? Was this man pointing a gun and crazy for no reason? Yeah, that was a little unanswered. We talked about the Prowler. So yeah, the Prowler, again, let me know if you guys are on the same page with me, but I think that a couple weeks ago, they let us know that old man was the Prowler. He was suffering from dementia and was walking around the city, didn't know he was at. So I think that was the reveal. It wasn't the weird kid. It wasn't Ryan. It was the older gentleman. Yeah, that's another question, Marie, that I have in my review. Where was Dylan 2:00 in the morning? Where was Siobhan that whole day when she wasn't able to get a hold Mare wasn't able to get a hold of her. Yeah, I guess they were just out in Easttown. Who placed the graffiti on the shed? That was the kid, that weird kid. They did give us that reveal that he was responsible for that, but Mare deleted the footage, right? You remember that? Why Mare's priest cousin looks suspicious? Yeah, I mentioned that a little bit earlier, Eve. That was a question I had. He looked very suspect. Like, oh my gosh, they should have kept him in jail or something. Top unanswered question: sex ring and Mare's long distance relationship. Yes, sex ring situation. I think we need a little bit more answers from that, but apparently maybe there wasn't a sex ring. It just happened, a coincidence that these 3 girls were taken, and that's the end of that story, I guess. And then Mare's long distance relationship with Richard, I assume. I guess they'll just make it work. He said he's going to be in was it Bates College for a year. It's only a year. Mare can keep herself busy for a year, as well as he may drive up every now and then. So, but yeah. Violet, we talked about that earlier. Betty's death, I guess it was just a coincidence. She had a heart attack and crashed into that pole. There was no foul play involved. At least that's what the show left it off at. I want to know who murdered Freddie. Who murdered Freddie? No one murdered. He didn't. He killed himself. He overdosed with the needle in his arm a couple weeks ago. Let's see here. John James Elliot, do you agree with Lori getting DJ? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess the whole Dylan parents could have been there, and I mean Lori. I mean, the father of the child, that's his last wish, or not last wish, but that was his wish, that, he's the parent in that situation. Erin can't really speak for the situation, but he asked for her to do so, and she could have said no, but she said yes. So I agree with it, even though I think that's a lot for her to do, to take care of her, her teenage daughter, Maura, take care of her son that's going to be in jail, and then taking care of this new kid. It's almost like, I don't want to say a redo, but she can almost, I don't know, raise DJ a little differently than Ryan, all jokes aside. But yeah, maybe it's just kind of a rebirth for her, or new beginning for her. So, but yeah, I mean, they could have gave her to child services, or let Dylan's parents have, but I'm okay with Lori, because I love Lori, and I think she needs some type, even though that's like hard to have that kid, to take care of that kid. He was birthed by your husband that slept with your cousin that was a minor. That's rough. So I don't know, James, what do you think? What do you think DJ should have went? But yeah. Let's see. I'm going to wrap it up in a minute, guys. So any final questions, thoughts, concerns, anything you guys want to chat about for the next minute, let me know. But the conversation doesn't end here. At 11:15, I will be doing my live premiere of my 40-something minute review, so you can get my full breakdown on all these scenes and answer some of these questions that I might have missed earlier. But with that being said, again, shouldn't Lori go to jail? Yeah, I think so, Cole, because she did lie. She knew about it. So I don't know. Maybe Mare's letting her off on an easy one there, because we know Mare doesn't play by the rules. She shouldn't Mare be in jail for planting drugs on her daughter-in-law, or her, her grandson's mom. There's a lot of pointing their fingers at some people should be in jail, but I don't know. Lori, she did lie, but Mare lied as well, and everyone in this goddamn town lies. But there you have it, guys. It's 11:15. My video is about to premiere, so if you want to continue the conversation, head over to Movie Files. You're on the channel right now. Just click out of this video and watch my live breakdown, review, recap of the entire episode, as well as I pitch a season 2 if there is one, and I talk about some of the unanswered questions. So I'm going to call in tonight, 2 hours and 43 minutes into the stream. To all, everybody that stopped by, to everyone watching us on the replay, thank you so much for the support in these videos. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. All the comments, all the likes, all the shares, the community that we've built has been incredible. The conversations were incredible. Right now is premiering on my channel, my full breakdown. If you guys are up like I am, go watch that video, and let's continue the conversation about the show. And then as the weeks go by, we got more shows to break down, more reviews of movies, more live streams coming soon. So if you haven't already, give me a subscribe. I think you won't be disappointed. We try to talk about all the latest stuff, diverse stuff, variety of stuff, and I have a good time interacting with you all. We've been building a really good community so far, and let's continue that momentum. So from me to you, thank you guys for the support. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my review that's dropping right now, and have a good time with that video. from like I said, guys, thank you. We got a lot of people saying thank you. I appreciate you all. You guys are all awesome. But you guys have a safe night. Have a good Memorial Day. If you guys are off work or school tomorrow, have a good day. Relax, sit back, and enjoy that holiday. So for many of you guys, thank you for the support. And check out my full review for Mare of Easttown. And you guys stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next video.